through the Hartford, Grange Insurance, Northern Neck, Progressive Insurance, or Dairyland Motorcycle. We offer great auto rates for all drivers and excellent homeowners coverage. You can also receive discounts when you combine your auto and home policies with us. Call or visit to compare. Let us do the shopping for you. Owen Insurance, 507 North 4th Avenue, Hopewell, 458-9400. That's 458-9400.
Heretic Feed and Seed has been Hopewell's lawn and garden expert for over 70 years. They say, if it grows, we have it. We also sell and service Cub Cadet, Steel, Echo, Exmark power equipment. Heretic Feed and Seed is the place to go. They are the service center for the largest equipment dealers in the area. That's Heretic Feed and Seed for all your lawn and garden needs. Located at 417 South 15th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia, for all your lawn and garden needs.
This is Jeff Butler, pastor of Hopewell's Woodlawn Presbyterian Church, and I invite you to come visit us sometime. We're a church that not only worships together each Sunday morning at 11, but on Tuesday nights serve our members and those from the community by bowling together at the 15th Street Bowling Alley from 6:30 to 8:30. The first Saturday of each month, we offer a free breakfast starting at 8:30, and each Sunday, rotating between afternoons and evenings, we offer a youth program for middle schoolers and high schoolers. We also have a preschool for ages 3 and 4. We support missionaries in Haiti and Russia, regularly support the Super Kids ministry throughout the Tri-Cities, and the Big Brother and Big Sisters program here in Hopewell. We think that the most important thing that we can do in our life is to give back to the Lord for how graciously and generously He has loved us in Christ. As we love God with all of ourselves and our neighbor as ourselves, we see lives changing for Christ, youngsters becoming mentored, the community being strengthened, and the Tri-Cities becoming more hopeful, joyful, and peaceful in the midst of the chaos of the world. I invite you to come check us out, Woodlawn Presbyterian Church, 1201 Blackstone Avenue, right here in Hopewell.
Shoes need repairing? Don't know where to take them? Cavalli's Leather Shop and Shoe Repair, 3514 Oaklawn Boulevard in Hopewell is the place to go. Cavalli's features a complete line of motorcycle apparel, including vests, jackets, chaps, road packets, tool pouches, and gloves. Need a patch sewn on your biker's vest? Cavalli's is the place. They also carry Western boots and hats. That's Cavalli's Shoe Repair and Leather Shop, 3514 Oaklawn Boulevard in Hopewell, from 458-2016. Open 9 to 6 weekdays, 9 to 5 Saturday. For all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting, call Ingram & Associates Real Estate at 804-458-9873. This announcement brought to you by Delegate Riley Ingram, representing the 62nd District in Virginia's House of Delegates, consisting of Hopewell, Prince George, Chesterfield, and Henrico County. You may call Delegate Ingram on his direct phone at 804-452-2202. The number again for Ingram Associates, 458-9873.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here. Welcome to the Region 10 Men's Basketball Tournament. I'm your host for the evening, Glenn Thomas, here with Fred Wynn. We got a great day of basketball here at Region 10. As Richard Bland, the number 2 seed, Richard Bland, Statesman, they take on tonight the Van Granville Knights. Van Granville Knights tonight. Community College. Richard Bland comes into this game with a whopping 25-4 record. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, they're the number 2 team. They're the number 2 team in the region. Van Granville is the number 10 team in the region. They shocked the number 7 team, Guilford Tech, up on yesterday with a final score up on yesterday to move to this quarterfinal round. The winner of this round will go on to the semifinal round to take on the Patrick Henry team. Patrick Henry just defeated Wakefield Tech just a few minutes ago, and we know that if Richard Bland wins, they'll be taking on the Patrick Henry team once again. But the Vanguards are looking to upset Richard Bland here. The Van Granville Vanguards are looking to upset Richard Bland here in this 7-10. In this 2-10 matchup. I'll give you a little updates from some of the previous games that went on earlier this week. That already gone on earlier. The number 1 seed, Lewisburg, beat Pitt, the 8th seed, 84 to 60 in their contest upon yesterday. Also, Bryan and Stratton made their way to the semifinals as they beat Chihuahua Valley, Chihuahua Valley 80-66. So they will take the Lewisburg team, will take on the number 5 seed, Chihuahua Valley, next week at Sand Hills Community College in North Carolina. Now, Richard Bland comes to this game once again, 25-4, and they will take on the Vance Granville Vanguards this afternoon. Taking on the Vance Granville Vanguards as they beat a Guilford Tech 90-87. And Patrick Henry got the win today over Wake Tech. So once again, Richard Bland is playing for a spot in the semifinals right now. The Richard Bland Statesman has an undefeated record against the Vanguard Vanguards. Overall record is 8-0. Richard Bland has never lost to Van Granville. As both teams are warming up here, we got a great contest, a great crowd here at Richard Bland Community College here in Petersburg, Virginia. We're asking that if you're driving on 995, listening to us on 995, or listening to us on Fox Sports Radio at 1340 AM, make your way down here, down to Richard Bland Community College, and check out some of this great basketball, Region 10 men basketball, NJCCA, or follow us on Twitter at 1340 AM, Fox Sports, where we have up-to-date scores, up-to-date news of what's going on here at the Region 10 men basketball tournament. We're going to take a commercial break, come back with the starting lineups, and find out what the keys are for victory for your Richard Bland Statesman over the Van Granville Vanguards this afternoon as the quarterfinals for the Region 10 men basketball tournament continues here on Fox Sports Radio 1340.
Well, in the Olympics.
It sure got me excited for archery season starting October the 1st.
Come by Dancy Sporting Goods and check out our huge selection of bows by Matthews and Elite.
And any accessories that you might need. Or just bring your bow in and have one of our archery techs tune it up and get you ready for your season.
Come on, get you some.
Dancy Sporting Goods at South Park Boulevard in Colonial Heights. Like us on Facebook or check us out online at dancysportinggoods.com.
Mimi wants you to become aware of Heritage Custom Cabinets located at 23024 Air Park Drive, Petersburg, Virginia. Heritage Custom Cabinets designs and builds the cabinets you desire at a price you can afford. They have a custom selection showroom to explore the way you want your cabinets made. When designing cabinets, Mimi will walk you through every detail, from the colors to the countertops to the perfect stone backsplash. She loves to design and build quality cabinets just for you. Heritage Custom Cabinets is located at 23024 Air Park Drive, Petersburg, Virginia. The main number is 861-5251. That number again is 861-5251. Call Heritage Custom Cabinets today to get started with your fantastic kitchen.
This is Jerry Williams, Hopewell High School class of 1964 and president of the John Randolph Foundation. John Randolph Foundation partners with local communities and organizations in Hopewell, Prince George, and the surrounding areas to support good health and bright futures. Through our grants and scholarships, we fund programs that make your neighbors' lives better. Visit us on Facebook to learn more. John Randolph Foundation, healthy communities, bright futures.
We play physical.
You're listening to Hope. Stroh-Snyder Chevrolet has an extensive inventory of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. If you're looking for quality new or used trucks, Stroh-Snyder features the rugged Tahoe as well as the popular Silverado 1500. Stroh-Snyder offers a fantastic selection of vehicles under $15,000. Stop by Stroh-Snyder Chevrolet today, 5200 Oak Lawn Boulevard near Fort Lee. Stroh-Snyder has been in business since 1966.
Where do you turn when you need help with hardware? Well, I know where I go, and that's McKay's True Value Hardware in Hopewell. McKay's has the most extensive inventory in the hardware business since 1955. If it's heating, cooling, plumbing, painting, or electrical, McKay's has it at a very competitive price, including difficult-to-find items such as wood and machine screws, stainless steel nuts and bolts, washers, filters, and hoses. Bob McKay's superior knowledge and helpful staff have what you want when you need it the most. McKay's Hardware, 416 South 15th Avenue, 458-3241.
Hello, my name is Andy Clark, and I'm an agent with Ligon Jones Insurance Services in downtown Hopewell. I'm here to tell you that at Ligon Jones Insurance, we're dedicated to serving you. You've heard all the gimmicks and sales pitches from 800 number and online companies, and we can offer all the same options, such as accident forgiveness, disappearing deductibles, 24-hour claim service, home and auto discounts, and much, much more. What we offer that they can't is local knowledge and experience, a broader selection of companies and coverages, and personal service. When you call, email, or stop by Ligon Jones Insurance, you will speak to Lucky, Sherry, or myself, and you will not have to press 1 for English or wait for the next available representative. We don't just sell insurance. We back it up with great customer service. At Ligon Jones Insurance Services, we have over 60 years experience. We all live in the Tri-Cities area, and we support many different local charities. From hot dog carts to hotels, we can cover it all. So if you want better pricing, better coverage, and better service, all from a company that gives back to the community, call Ligon Jones Insurance at 458-8522 or go to www.ligonjones.com.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Fox Sports Radio 1340 and Fox Sports Radio 1340am.com to the quarterfinals of the men's basketball, the Region 10 men's basketball tournament here from Richard Bland Community College. What's going on right now is the Richard Bland Statesman players who've been awarded by the Region 10 for making first and second team. You had DeAndre Clark, all region. You also had Javon Arrington, who made all region as well, and Jaquan Wooten. But coming into this contest, give you a little bit of stats. The last time these two teams matched up or played against each other was on February 22nd. Just a couple of weeks ago, Richard Bland had a 30-point win over Vance Granville. 101-71 was the score in that contest. In that contest, you had your contributing factors, your contributing scores from that game where you had Jaquan Wooten, who averaged right there. Jaquan Wooten, he came out the points with 22 points off the bench there, 7 rebounds. You also had Javon Arrington, who also had a big contributor in that game for Richard Bland. Richard Bland shot 53% overall, 57% for the game that game, as well as 29% for the three-point line. The national anthem will be sung right now. We're getting ready to take a quick commercial break as they sing the national anthem. When we come back, we have the tip-off and more from the Richard Bland, as Richard Bland take on the Vance Granville Vanguards here on Fox Sports Radio 1340.
Insurance agency, you're not just another number to us. We're small enough to know you and large enough to meet your insurance needs. As an independent insurance agency, we have many available options to get you the best rate through the Hartford, Grange Insurance, Northern Neck, Progressive Insurance, or Dairyland Motorcycle. We offer great auto rates for all drivers and excellent homeowners coverage. You can also receive discounts when you combine your auto and home policies with us. Call or visit to compare. Let us do the shopping for you. Owen Insurance, 507 North 4th Avenue, Hopewell, 458-9400. That's 458-9400.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here. Richard Bland basketball, Region 10 quarterfinals. Richard Bland Statesman taking on the Vance Granville Vanguards. And tip-off is getting ready to get started. But here's the starting lineups for your Vance Granville team. You have Naquan Cousins, number 4. Naquan Cousins. You have Tyquan Reed, number 5. Chris Purnell, number 13. Mitch Pitt, number 32. Antonio Adams, number 3, for the Vance Granville Community College. And for your Richard Bland Statesman, you have number 1, Javon Arrington, number 2, Ricky Hicks, number 3, DeAndre Clark, number 21, Jaquan Wooten, and Harrison Mitchell will be rounding out the starting 5 for your Richard Bland Statesman for this afternoon. As I mentioned earlier, Richard Bland has an 8-0 record versus the Vance Granville Vanguards team. Richard Bland has not lost the last contest we mentioned earlier. Richard Bland has won by 30 points for the last contest, the 101-71. Richard Bland looking to make it into the semifinals for the semifinals this year as they take on, if the winner of this contest will take on the Patrick Henry team, who just got a win over Wake Tech a little over 30 minutes ago, 93-73. Wake Tech gets the win, Patrick Henry gets the win over Wake Tech. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, Richard Bland, keys to Richard Bland victory here. Richard Bland has to be consistent on the free throw line. They have to limit their turnovers. They have to be able to take the control of the boards, and they can't afford to get into any foul trouble here. That means Jaquan Wolf, Javon Arrington, or DeAndre Clark, the sophomores, can't afford to get any foul trouble and have to let some of the young guys play. This is some of the playoff action. This is a big game for Richard Bland, who's looking to make their way back to the national title championship game. Richard Bland right now is being ranked 5th in the nation, but doesn't matter here because if you win or you go home, that's one of the big keys here. You got to win or you go home, and Richard Bland has to get out to the blocks fast, and they got to have to be able to play hard and strong. Jaquan Wooten, who got to be able to take over the game and control the boards. Richard Bland is looking for the win here. So we're going to take this quick commercial break, and when we come back, we have the tip-off here for Richard Bland Community College, the quarterfinals of the Region 10 Championships here on Fox Sports Radio 1340.
Years. They say, if it grows, we have it. We also sell and service Cub Cadet, Steel, Echo, Exmark power equipment. Hairtech Feed and Seed is the place to go. They are the service center for the largest equipment dealers in the area. That's Hairtech Feed and Seed for all your lawn and garden needs. Located at 417 South 15th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia, for all your lawn and garden needs.
This is Jeff Butler, pastor of Hopewell's Woodlawn Presbyterian Church, and I invite you to come visit us sometime. We're a church that not only worships together each Sunday morning at 11, but on Tuesday nights serve our members and those from the community by bowling together at the 15th Street Bowling Alley from 6:30 to 8:30. The first Saturday of each month, we offer a free breakfast starting at 8:30, and each Sunday, rotating between afternoons and evenings, we offer a youth program for middle schoolers and high schoolers. We also have a preschool for ages 3 and 4. We support missionaries in Haiti and Russia, regularly support the Super Kids ministry throughout the Tri-Cities, and the Big Brother and Big Sisters program.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. Tip-off by Jaquan Wooten goes back to Ricky Hicks. Richard Bland tonight is dressed in a all gray with a green lettering with white and green at the bottom of the shorts. Your Van Granville team dressed in a all green with yellow shoes along with the white lettering. Van Granville out there with the ball right now. Richard Bland with a 3. It was no good by DeAndre Clark. But Van Granville, number 4 for Van Granville, Naquan Cousins, penetrates to the basket in his first bucket for Van Granville. They take an early lead, 2-0. Ricky Hicks brings the ball back up the court for Richard Bland over to DeAndre Clark for deep 3. And it's good. DeAndre Clark, right corner, 3. First 3 of the evening by DeAndre Clark. And Richard Bland takes the lead, 3-2. And looks like a substitution is getting ready to come in again already. Antonio Adams off of Van Granville. Richard Bland is playing a man defense. Jaquan Wooten out there on the block. No good rebound. DeAndre Clark. Richard Bland on a fast break. Ricky Hicks back on to DeAndre Clark. DeAndre Clark with the layup. And it's 5-2. DeAndre Clark scored the first 5 points for your Richard Bland Statesman of the afternoon. 5-2. Richard Bland. Van Granville brings it back up the court. Taquan Reed being guarded by Javon Arrington over to Ricky Hicks. Ricky Hicks being number 13. Chris Burnell being guarded by Ricky Hicks. Richard Bland right there in their man defense. Penetration. And we have a foul on the floor on Harrison Mitchell. Harrison Mitchell with a blocking foul. That'll be his first foul for the evening. The shot clock will reset. And Van Granville will take the ball out of bounds. Number 33, Antonio Adams, will come in for Lynn Henderson. Lynn Henderson takes a seat on the bench as Van Granville takes the ball out underneath their own basket. Number 5, Taquan Reed over to number 13, Chris Burnell. Back to Reed, being guarded by Javon Harrington. Good man defense by Richard Bland. Reed for the deep 3, no good. Rebound, Harrison Mitchell, as he looks for somebody to pass the ball to Ricky Hicks. And Richard Bland looks to push again. Ball down, trying to get feet down low to Jaquan Wooten. Wooten over to Javon Harrington. Harrington with the reverse layup, no good. But Harrison Mitchell with the strong rebound. Wooten with the rebound in the putback. The height of Richard Bland is already showing effect in this game. Richard Bland up 7. Van Granville 2. Deep 3 by Reed. No good. Rebound. Javon Harrington as he pushes the ball back up the court. Kicks it out to Ricky Hicks. Ricky Hicks penetrates to the basket with a right-hand floater, and it's good. Richard Bland out to a 7-point lead, 9-2, 17:42 left in this contest, and Richard Bland is up by 7, and we have a 30-second timeout by Van Granville. We can take a timeout as well. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Richard Bland Basketball here on Fox Sports Radio 1340.
It sure was great watching the U.S. archery team do so well in the Olympics.
It sure got me excited for archery season starting October the 1st.
Come by Dancy Sporting Goods and check out our huge selection of bows by Matthews and Elite.
And any accessories that you might need. Or just bring your bow in and have one of our archery techs tune it up and get you ready for your season.
Come on, get you some.
Dancy Sporting Goods at South Park Boulevard in Colonial Heights. Like us on Facebook or check us out online at dancysportinggoods.com.
Mimi wants you to become aware of heritage.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here to Richard Bland Community College as the Richard Bland Statesman take on the Van Granville Vanguard. Richard Bland out to a good 9-2 lead, 7-0 run here in the first half. Richard Bland to a 7-0 run, and that's a steal off the timeout. Richard Bland with the ball here. Javon Arrington with the pass. Penetrates to the basket, and Javon Arrington lays the basket in, and that's 9-0 run for Richard Bland, 11-2, 17:26 left in this first half, and Richard Bland leads the Van Granville Vanguard 11-2. DeAndre Clark is guarding Reed. Man-to-man defense by Richard Bland. Reed looks to penetrate, and he is fouled, blocking foul on number. It looks like it's going to be on Jaquan Wooten. 21, foul's going to be on Jerome Wooten with the blocking foul, and Reed will go to the line to shoot 2. Substitutions being made on number 33. Antonio Adams takes a seat. The ball would not be shooting 2. The ball will be taken underneath the basket. Isaiah McCaffey takes the ball out for Vanguard, to being guarded by DeAndre Clark. Gets back the ball back in. Over to number 15. Reed penetrates, good block by Draycon Wooten. Over the key, transition to DeAndre Clark. DeAndre Clark to Javon Arrington. Arrington with the sidestep in the ball, back in. Javon Arrington. Richard Bland up by 11. Richard Bland on an 11-0 run here, 13-2. 16:48 left here in the first half. And Richard Bland is already up by 11. Good defense, man-to-man defense by Richard Bland. Strong defense there. Being trapped. Ball is stolen. Almost stolen by DeAndre Clark. Taekwon Reed picks the ball up. But it's Reed penetrates and dribbles to the basket. And he's fouled by Jaquan Wooten. And that'll be 2 fouls on Jaquan Wooten early. He has to take a seat on the bench. Let's see what Coach Moore does here. Stanley Taylor looking to come into the contest. Taekwon Reed will go to the line and shoot 2. Richard Bland, 13. Van Granville Vanguard, 2. 11-point lead by Richard Bland. And Richard Bland is on an 11-0 run. For our first free throws up, it is no good. Stanley Taylor comes into this contest for the Richard Bland Statesman. Reed is at the free throw line again. Second free throw by Reed. And it's good. Free throw is good by Reed. Ball up to Stanley Taylor, top of the free throw line. He misses, but Javon Arrington with the rebound. Couldn't get the putback. But Richard Bland still leads by 10. 13-3. Richard Bland leads over the Van Granville team. Reed with the ball, kicks it over to number 13, Chris Purnell. Chris Purnell being guarded by Javon Arrington, looking to get the ball down low. Steps in, number 4, Nyquan Cousins with the slam dunk. And Van Granville has cut the Richard Bland lead to 8. 13-5, 15:48 left here in this contest. In this first half, Richard Bland with the ball, kicks over to Ricky Hicks. DeAndre Clark looking to get the ball back over to DeAndre Clark. DeAndre Clark for 3, right corner, no good. Stanley Taylor with the rebound, and he is fouled. Stanley Taylor will go to the line and shoot 2, fouled by Taekwon Reed. DeAndre Clark, last time we saw, was getting back to himself. He had a little slump there as a shooter, but this time he find a way to get to the line with Stanley Taylor, giving the ball to Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor to the line, shooting 2 free throws for Richard Bland. First free throw is up by Stanley Taylor, and it is good. Free throw is good. 14-5. Richard Bland. Deion Joyner comes in for Harrison Mitchell. Harrison Mitchell takes a seat on the bench. Deion Joyner comes in. His first time seeing Deion Joyner tonight in this contest. Also, Vance Granville is making some substitution as well. Making some substitutions as well in this contest. Number 25, Isaiah McCaffrey takes a seat as number 23, Jalen Jones, coming to the game. Stanley Taylor's at the line shooting 2, his second free throw of 2, and his free throw is good. Richard Bland now still leads by 10. 15-5. Richard Bland lead. Taekwon Reed to the basket, blocked by Deion Joyner, but it will be a foul. Foul on number 10, Deion Joyner. Blocking foul, and Taekwon Reed will go to the line once again, shooting 2. That is the 14th foul on Richard Bland, and Richard Bland here already has. Deion Joyner picks up his first foul of the evening. 6 fouls for Richard Bland. Free throw by Reed is up and is good. Cuts the Richard Bland lead to 9. 15-28 less in this contest. 15-6. Richard Bland leads by 9. Second free throw by Taekwon Reed is up and is also good. 8-point lead, Richard Bland. Ricky Hicks with the ball over to Javon Arrington, being guarded by Reed. Javon trying to penetrate to the basket. We have a foul on number 5, Taekwon Reed. That will be his second team foul. And let's see if coach will leave him in. Taekwon Reed will be able to take the bench here. Substitution is being made. Number 3, Kenneth Finley will come in a game for Taekwon Reed. Richard Bland, Tim Bing Jr. is also in the game for Richard Bland now, replacing Ricky Hicks. Tim Bing Jr. gets the ball into Javon Arrington. Arrington over to DeAndre Clark, go back over to Tim Bing Jr. Down low to Deion Joyner. Joyner out to Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor for 3. Straightaway 3, no good, but Javon Arrington crashes the board, and it's no good. Reed stays in the game. Number 23, Jalen Johnson. Jalen Jones with the ball, kicks over to number 2, Malik Manley. Manley with the ball, drive, penetrate, and it is good. Naquan Cousins with the penetration step in the lead. In the ball, Javon Arrington is fouled by number 2, Malik Manley, and Javon Arrington will go to the line, shooting 2. Malik Manley, that's his first personal foul. That's the 5th. That's the 3rd team foul. 3rd team foul. Javon Arrington goes to the free throw line, shooting 2. 14-52 left in this contest. Richard Bland leads by 6. At one point, Richard Bland led by 13. Vance Granville has cut into this Richard Bland lead with a 5-0 run of their own. Richard Bland has not hit from the field in the last 2 minutes. First free throw was good. Second free throw by Javon Arrington is also good. Comes to substitutions in the game. Number 13, Chris Purnell, goes out. And number 3, Kenneth Finley is in the game as well. Malik Manley, along with Taekwon Reed. And number 4, Naquan Cousins are in the game for the Van Granville. For Richard Bland, you have Tim Bing Jr., Stanley Taylor, Deion Joyner, Miles Markland, and Javon Arrington for your Richard Bland Statesman. We have no basket. We have a travel by number 4, Naquan Cousins. Travels in the lane, and there'll be a turnover for Van Granville. And it'll be Richard Bland's ball working left to right, working right to left on your radio dial. 14:33 left in this first half. Richard Bland 17, Van Granville 9. Over to Miles Markland, over to Javon Arrington, kick to the left wing to Tim Bing Jr. Over to Miles Markland for 3, deep side corner, and no good. Deion Joyner could not secure the rebound. Rebound number 3, Kenneth Finley, as he pushes up the court, being guarded by Javon Arrington. Got a trap there on Taekwon Reed. Javon Arrington and Taekwon Reed. Reed puts the ball between his legs. Dribble steps over, back over to Finley. Finley over there back to Manley. Manley looking like he wanted to take a jumper. Penetrates to the basket, gets the ball down low. Great pass by Manley to Jalen Jones. And it's a 6-point lead for Richard Bland, 17-11. 13 minutes left in the game. Down low to Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor with the rebound, with the left-handed 360 layup. 19-11. 8-point lead, Richard Bland. 13:40 left in this contest. First half. Foul on the 4, and foul on Tim Bing Jr. Basket will be no good. Basket is no good. Ball is on the floor. That's Richard Bland's 5th foul. Tim Bean Jr. first foul. Tyquan Reed will take the ball out for Van Granville underneath their own basket, which is the right side of your radio dial. Ball is into Finley with the ball. Kenneth Finley with the ball, looking down low to Cousins. Cousins with the ball now, dribbling underneath the basket. Found. Manley could not finish the shot, though. Javon Arrington with the fast break. Goes into the joint and penetrates, and one in the basket, and one. Javon Arrington takes it coast to coast, dribbles all the way down to the court and lays it in. Richard Bland, 10-point lead, 13-19, 21-11, and Javon Arrington will go to the line to shoot one and see if he can complete this 3-point play. Javon Arrington already in this contest with 8 points for Richard Bland. 13-19 here left in this first half. Richard Bland is up by 11. Free throw is good by Javon Arrington. He will take a seat as DeAndre Clark comes back in this contest. DeAndre Clark, Tim Bing Jr., Miles Marklin, Stanley Taylor, and Deion Joyner for your Richard Bland Statesman as they lead by 11. 13-19 first half, Richard Bland. Richard Bland, as I just mentioned earlier, is dressed in all gray with the red letter, and there's a turnover. That press by Richard Bland almost caused Van Granville to turn the ball over. Back over to Tyquan Reed. Tim Bing Jr. blocks the ball with his hands, and the ball is out. Coach Moore is getting a little bit more height in the game. Harrison Mitchell comes in, and Deion Joyner goes out the game. Harrison Mitchell enters back into this contest with 1 foul and no points. Richard Bland right now. Miles Marklin is on Tyquan Reed as he gets the ball in over to Nyquan Cousins. Cousins for deep 2, and it's good off the glass. Top of the glass down. Cousins with 2. Richard Bland leads 22-13. DeAndre Clark for his jumper himself, a little short. Rebound number 33. Antonio Adams. Tyquan Cousins pushes the ball in the court. We have a walking travel call on number 23. Jalen Jones took too many steps on the fast break. Too many steps, big fella, too many steps. Richard Bland with the ball. Turnover. Tim Bing Jr. has the ball now, pushing the ball back to the court. Richard Bland looking to get the ball down low. Tim Bing Jr. with the 3, and it's good. Top of the key. Tim Bing Jr. with the 3-pointer. He has been big this year. Tim Bing Jr. has come into his own. 25-13, 12-point lead. Richard Bland. Nyquan Cousins got the ball stolen by DeAndre Clark. Fast break. Back to Clark from Tim Bing Jr. Clark with the ball in the layup, and it's in. DeAndre Clark started that break. Tim Bing Jr. found him streaking down the court. 27-13. We got a timeout. Van Granville. It'll be a full timeout. Richard Bland leads 27-13 over the Van Granville Vanguards right here on Fox Sports Radio 1340. We can take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more from the Region 10X NJCCA quarterfinals.
Of Heritage Custom Cabinets located at 23024 Air Park Drive, Petersburg, Virginia. Heritage Custom Cabinets designs and builds the cabinets you desire at a price you can afford. They have a custom selection showroom to explore the way you want your cabinets made. When designing cabinets, Mimi will walk you through every detail, from the colors to the countertops to the perfect stone backsplash. She loves to design and build quality cabinets just for you. Heritage Custom Cabinets is located at 23024 Air Park Drive, Petersburg, Virginia. The main number is 861-5251. That number again is 861-5251. Call Heritage Custom Cabinets today to get started with your fantastic kitchen.
This is Jerry Williams, Hopewell High School class of 1964 and president of the John Randolph Foundation. John Randolph Foundation partners with local communities and organizations in Hopewell, Prince George, and the surrounding areas to support good health and bright futures. Through our grants and scholarships, we fund programs that make your neighbors' lives better. Visit us on Facebook to learn more. John Randolph Foundation, healthy communities, bright futures.
Ladies and gentlemen, back to this contest. Richard Bland leads Van Granville 27-13 here in the first half. Richard Bland jumped out to a 13-0 run. Tyquan Reed with a big 3, 27-13. 12 minutes left in this first half. Richard Bland is up 27-16. Tim Bing Jr. looking for someone to pass the ball to find DeAndre Clark. on the wing. DeAndre Clark to Miles Marklin at the top of the key. Back over to DeAndre Clark looking to get the ball down low to either Harrison Mitchell or Stanley Taylor. Down low to Harrison Mitchell. Harrison Mitchell with the big grab. But it's jump ball. Harrison Mitchell could not secure the ball there. And it's jump ball, and the ball would be it's a turnover. Ball would go to the Van Granville Vanguards, 27-16. Javon Harrington's back into the game now as Miles Marklin takes a seat. Miles Marklin takes a seat here. 11:39, 27-16. Richard Bland leads by 11. Van Granville taking the ball out. Jalen Jones looking for someone to get the ball to, and he throws the ball away. Harrison Mitchell looked like he will try to get the ball, and it's a turnover, and the ball will go back to the Richard Bland Statesman. Statesman back the ball underneath the left basket, and Jalen Jones would take the seat. Coach is not happy about that one. Didn't look like who he was throwing the ball to. Thought somebody was going to go down and get it, but they didn't get it. It'll be Richard Bland ball underneath the left basket on your radio dial. Tim Bing Jr. will be taking the ball out for Richard Bland. They should try to get this situated and settled by the officials. 11:39 here, 27-16. Richard Bland, as I mentioned earlier, jumped out. Richard Van Granville scored the first bucket of the contest with a layup. Then Richard Bland went on a 13-0 run, and then has been battling back and forth here. And Richard Van Granville been trying to get back into it. Richard Bland currently has an 11-point lead. 11:39. Quick inbound to Javon Harrington. Javon Harrington to DeAndre Clark. Back to Tim B. Jr., who's calling instructions for this team to get everything back together and situated. Down to DeAndre Clark. DeAndre Clark being guarded by Manley. Javon Harrington looking down low for Harrison Mitchell. DeAndre Clark for three. No good. Rebound. Van Granville, number 13, Chris Purnell with the rebound. Gets the ball out to Tyquan Reed. Reed penetrates to the basket and it gets a layup and it goes in. What a good circus shot by Tyquan Reed. Tim Bing Jr. takes the ball, pushing the ball up the court, penetrate over to Javon Harrington. Javon Harrington for three. No good. But DeAndre Clark skies high with the rebound. Gets the ball to Tim Bing Jr. Coach Moore is calling instructions. Coach Moore wants the timeout. As he takes the timeout, we're going to take a timeout. The last couple of shot selections wasn't great, and Coach Moore wants to talk it over. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
We play physical.
Stroh Snyder Chevrolet has an extensive inventory of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. If you're looking for quality new or used trucks, Stroh Snyder features the rugged Tahoe as well as the popular Silverado 1500. Stroh Snyder offers a fantastic selection of vehicles under $15,000. Stop by Stroh Snyder Chevrolet today, 5200 Oak Lawn Boulevard near Fort Lee. Stroh Snyder has been in business since 1966.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Richard Bland leads the Van Granville Vanguard by 9, 27-18. Coach Moore needed to talk some things over with Richard Bland and to see if he can get some things situated and straight here for the Richard Bland Statesman. As we look at it, we got a substitution. Jalen Jackson is in the game right now. Jalen Jackson, Ricky Hicks, DeAndre Clark, Javon Harrington, as well as Harrison Mitchell in the game for your Richard Bland Statesman. DeAndre Clark with the ball. And it will be a foul on number 434, Jalen Jackson. Manley with the ball, bringing it up the court, being guarded by DeAndre Clark. DeAndre Clark for three. Manley, no good. Rebound, Harrison Mitchell. Harrison Mitchell looking to get the ball out to Javon Harrington. Javon Harrington pushing the ball up the court. Out of bounds on Van Granville. Looking to get a DeAndre Clark in the left on the left wing. There'll be Richard Bland's ball. 27-18, 9-point lead for Richard Bland. 10:25 left in this first half, and Richard Bland has the ball out to Ricky Hicks at the top of the court. Ricky Hicks is running things for Richard Bland right now over to DeAndre Clark. Back to Javon Harrington. Javon Harrington facing the basket. Ricky Hicks on the wing. Harrison Mitchell battling down low to the right corner for Javon Harrington as he penetrates to the basket. Rebound, no good. Shot, no good. Ricky Hicks with the steal, though. Ricky Hicks with the ball, looking to penetrate back in. Ricky Hicks inside the three. Ricky Hicks with the two. Stepped inside the three with a good shot there by Ricky Hicks. Ricky Hicks with the two-pointer. 29-18, back to 11-point lead. Naquan Cousins with the floater, and the ball rolls in for Naquan Cousins. Richard Bland at this fast pace, pushing the ball up the court. Over to Javon Arrington. Javon Arrington back to Harrison Mitchell at top of the key. Harrison Mitchell looking to get the ball over. Ricky Hicks for three. And it's good. Ricky Hicks with the last 5 points for Richard Bland. 32-20. 12-point lead for Richard Bland. 9:31 here in this first half. And Richard Bland is up by 12. Take Taquan Reed for three. No good. He said, anything you can do, I can do better. But it didn't work that time for Taquan Reed. DeAndre Clark with the ball back over to Javon Arrington. Javon Arrington back to Ricky. Ricky Hicks penetrating down through. Assist down to DeAndre Clark. Back down to Harrison Mitchell. Ball is knocked away, but Harrison Mitchell's fouled by number 13. He is fouled by Chris Purnell. Chris Purnell with the foul. That's his first foul. That's the team's sixth foul. Fifth foul, and Coach Moore brings us some substitutions. Jaquan Wooten is back in the game, as well as Robert Smith, Harrison Mitchell, and DeAndre Clark take the seat on the bench. Jaquan Wooten is playing tonight with 2 fouls already. Jaquan Wooten, 2 points and 2 fouls. Have to be careful here. Doesn't want to pick up that third foul here in this first half. Javon Arrington with the lead. We got a foul over the back on Jaquan Wooten. That's his third foul. As I talk about it, it happens. Jaquan Wooten will take a seat on the bench as Coach Moore brings in Miles Markland. Couldn't get started. Jaquan Wooten, that third foul. That is a pivotal third foul. That was one of the keys to the game I mentioned earlier, that he could not get into foul trouble. He's in foul trouble already early in this contest with only 2 points and 3 fouls. He has more fouls than points. He will go to the bench, and that put Richard Bland in the bonus. We'll put Richard Bland in the 1-1. Excuse me, Vance Granville in the 1-1. And Antonio Adams will go to the line to shoot the free throw. And it's no good. The 1-1 is no good. Rebounds. Ricky Hicks with the rebound as he pushes the ball up the court. Miles Markland with the ball for Richard Bland. Back out to Ricky Hicks Jr. Over the Miles Markland for three. Miles Markland, no good. Jalen Jackson couldn't come up with the rebound. Rebound number 32. Mitch Beck for your Van Granville team. Foul on number 11, Miles Markland. Miles Markland with the foul there. That's the 18th foul for Richard Bland. That is the first foul for Miles Markland. Jalen Jackson takes a seat on the bench, and Deion Jordan comes back into this contest. Deion Jordan is coming back in this contest with 1 foul also with no points. Taquan Reed goes to the line yet again for the Van Granville Vanguards. Free throw is up, and it's no good. Deion Jordan with a rebound. Pushing back up the court is Ricky Hicks. Miles Markland looking to take the jump, but Taquan Reed with the foul. And that's 3 fouls on Taquan Reed. Kenneth Finley would come into the game. Taquan Reed would take a seat on the bench. There's only 5 fouls in NJCAA basketball. So 5 fouls will have your evening done quickly. That's 3 on Taquan Reed, who is a leading scorer right now for the Van Granville Vanguard, but he will take a seat on the bench. Robert Smith with the ball. Over to Javon Arrington. Deion Jordan's calling. Miles Markland down low. Miles Markland looking to put the ball up. No good. Rebound. Javon Arrington. Right-hand floater. It is good. 34-20. Richard Bland. Javon Arrington with 11 points for the Richard Bland Statesman. Finley with the ball. Penetrates, steps inside the free throw line and shoots. And it rattles out. No good. Robert Smith with the rebound. Richard Bland pushing it back up the court. Over to Miles Markland. Robert Smith calling for it back. Deion Jordan down low to Deion Jordan, and he couldn't finish the play. Good pass by Ricky Hicks. Finley pushing the ball back in the court between his legs. Stop, pop, and jump shot. No good. Rebound, Ricky Hicks, and Richard Bland is back up the court again, and Finley commits the foul on Ricky Hicks. That will be the 7th foul. Ricky Hicks will go to the line to shoot 1-1. Team 7th foul. Ricky Hicks will go to the line 1-1. Richard Bland is now in the both teams are now in the bonus. Fouls here on out. Everyone will be shooting 1-1 until we get to that 10th foul where it will be double bonus and it will become 2 free throws. Ricky Hicks at the free throw line. First free throw of the night for Ricky Hicks. As he sets up, free throw is up and is good. Ricky Hicks hits the free throw tonight. Richard Bland is doing well from the free throw line. A very impressive free throw shooting for Richard Bland tonight. Usually that was an Achilles heel for Richard Bland, but Richard Bland has hit most majority of their free throws tonight. Going to get the percentage here shortly. Second free throw is up and is good by Richard Bland. Both free throws by Ricky Hicks is good. Richard Bland, 16-point lead, 36-20. 7:35 left in this first half of the Region 10 quarterfinals, and Richard Bland leads by 16. Penetration by number 24, Darius Buford, but he misses it. Over to Ricky Hicks. Down low to Robert Smith. Nice flow to Robert Smith, and Robert Smith lays it up. 38-20, 18-point lead, Richard Bland. Ricky Hicks found Robert Smith. Robert Smith with the floater. Still by Miles Marklin. Miles Marklin taking it all the way to the basket. And the layup, and it's good by Miles Marklin. 40-20. Richard Bland to a 20-point lead. 6:58 here in this contest. First half, Richard Bland up by 20. Guys came out to a fast start at a fast pace tonight, and it's a 20-point lead for Richard Bland. Shot by Naquan Cousins, no good. Javon Arrington with the rebound, and Richard Bland pushes up the court again, and Javon Arrington is fouled by Darius Buford, and Javon Arrington will go to the line and shoot one. When a 1-1, he's limping right now. Looked like his knee got knocked a little bit, and Javon Arrington may be the one going out after he takes free throws. And it looks like we may have Tim Bing Jr. To come into the game for Javon Arrington. But Javon Arrington is going to take these two free throws, take this one free throw, and see if he can knock him down and continue to have a great success from the line tonight. Javon Arrington's free throw, it is good. 41-20. Richard Bland, 21-point lead for the Richard Bland Statesman over the Van Granville Vanguards. Second free throw is up and is good. Javon Arrington hits both free throws, and Tim Bean Jr. comes in the game for Javon Arrington, and is a 22-point lead for Richard Bland over the Van Granville Vanguards. 42-20, 6:41 left in this first half. Richard Bland leads 42-20. Ball's over to number 2, Malik Manley with the ball back over to number 13, Chris Purnell. Purnell being guarded by Miles Markin, penetrates to the basket, throws it up, and it's no good. Dion Joyner with the strong rebound over to Ricky Hicks. Ricky Hicks being guarded by Beck. Down over to Tim Bing Jr. Tim Bing Jr. looking to get the ball down low. Dion Joyner for three. No good. Rebound, Tim Bing Jr. And it'll go out of bounds. It will be Van Granville's ball. Tim Bing Jr. looking to save the ball, threw it into the Van Granville player's head, and he didn't like that very much, and he tried to swell up on Tim Bing Jr., but the referee quickly intervened, and there was nothing to talk about. Ball back over to Manley. Manley pushes the ball up the court, being guarded by Robert Smith. Full court press by Richard Bland. Robert Smith pressing. Chris Purnell, ball over to Chris Purnell. Look like coach is bringing Tyquan Reed. Look like he's getting ready to substitute the whole 5 for Van Granville. Ricky Hicks almost with the steal. Beck with the free throw line. Beck goes up and no good. The ball belongs to Richard Bland, and we have some subs coming in the game. We have Manley who coming back. Kenneth Finley coming back in the game. Tyquan Reed is back in the game as well, as also Lynn Henderson will come in for Van Granville as they're looking to play a 2-3 zone on Richard Bland. Ricky Hicks is breaking the ball up the court. Robert Smith, Dion Joyner, as well as Tim Bing Jr. with Miles Marklin there. Back over to Tim Bing Jr. Ricky Hicks steps inside. Ricky Hicks with a nice shot. Ricky Hicks has 10 points for Ricky, 11 points for the night for Ricky Hicks Jr. Ricky Hicks with 11 points. Vanville with the ball. Over to Lynn Henderson. Lynn Henderson is fouled. Miles Marklin with the foul. That's Miles Marklin. Second foul. And we'll go number 4. Naquan Cousins will go to the line and shoot 2. Lynn Henderson comes over here and talks to coach about what's going on. As we mentioned, Van Granville coming into this contest 2-17 in conference, 5-23 overall. Had an upset win over yesterday over Wakefield Tech. Over Guilford Tech to advance to this quarterfinal matchup against Richard Bland. Naquan Cousins with the free throw, it is good. 44-21. Richard Bland leads 5-16 in this contest. Second free throw by Naquan Cousins is up. And it's good. Second free throw is good. Tim Bing Jr. brings the ball up the court. over DeAndre Clark. Back over to Tim Bean Jr. Down low to Robert Smith. Robert Smith snapped the glass. It is good. Robert Smith. 4 points for Robert Smith this afternoon. Getting the ball from Tim Bean Jr. Richard Bland right now in a man defense. Miles Markin guarding Tyquan Reed. Tyquan Reed with the floater. No good. Rebound, Robert Smith. Robert Smith kicks the ball out to DeAndre Clark. DeAndre Clark with the layup and a lay-in. And it's good. 48-22. Richard Bland, 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in this first half. And Richard Bland leads 48-22 over Van Granville Vanguard. Tim Bean Jr. guarding number 23. Jalen Jones. Naquan Cousins looking to penetrate to the basket. He is fouled with a push on number 4, Robert Smith. That'd be Robert Smith. First foul. Robert Smith first foul. That's the team's 10th foul. Be a double bonus. 2 shots for Naquan Cousins as Richard Bland leads 48-22 over the Van Granville Vanguards. 26-point lead for Richard Bland. First free throws up, and it's no good by Cousins. Look like Coach Moore is putting 2 more in the game. Javon Arrington as well as Stanley Taylor comes back in the game. Miles Marklin and Robert Smith take a seat on the bench, and Naquan Cousins will be at the line shooting another free throw as Richard Bland leads 48-22. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left here in this first half. Second one up by Cousins. And it's no good. Both free throws. Stanley Taylor with the rebound. Tim Bean Jr. directing traffic here. Richard Bland once again dressed in their gray uniforms with the green lettering. 3, DeAndre Clark, no good. Rebound, Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor with the putback, right-hand floater, no good. Strong rebound by Javon Arrington. Arrington kicks the ball back out to Tim Bean Jr. Tim Bean Jr. is setting direction, looking for Coach Moore and Coach Belly to give him instructions. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in this first half. Up by 26 is Richard Bland, the number 2 seed in the Region 10 playoffs. Down low, the DeAndre Joyner. DeAndre Joyner with the turnaround floater. It is good. No, 50-22. Richard Bland leads over Vanguard. And it's a kick ball on Richard Bland, and Van Granville will take the ball out. Number 3, Kenneth Finley takes the ball out over to Tyquan Reed. Tyquan Reed being guarded by Javon Arrington. Down low to Naquan Cousins. Cousins to turn around over them. Being guarded by Stanley Taylor. Throws the ball up. Rebound, Deion Joyner. Joyner back to Tim Bean Jr. and Richard Bland pushing the ball back up the court yet again. Tim Bean Jr. over the DeAndre Clark. Over the Javonte Arrington. 3-man weave action back to Tim Bean Jr. looking for the open man as DeAndre Clark moves down low to Deion Joyner. And it will still be Richard Bland's ball as number 32, Mitch Beck, comes into the game for Richard Bland. Tim Bean Jr. takes the ball out here. Richard Bland has leading scorer is Javon Arrington with 13 points. DeAndre Clark almost got that ball knocked away. Javon Arrington with the ball over to Tim Bean Jr. Number 3, Manley's getting up slow. Tim Bean Jr. down low to Deion Joyner. Deion Joyner with the layup. Good pass by Tim Bean Jr. No look pass to Deion Joyner. Deion Joyner with the layup. 52-22. 30-point lead for Richard Bland. Number 23, Jalen Jones stopped the drought for Van Granville as Richard Bland leads 52-24 here. Deion Joyner for 3, top of the key, no good. Deion Joyner, big guy, takes a 3-point shot there. Rebound, Van Granville over to Tyquan Reed, being guarded by Javon Arrington, left side corner. Tyquan Reed penetrates to the basket and tries a reverse layup, and it's no good. DeAndre Clark with the rebound ahead to Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor down low, look to throw the ball up, and it's no good. Stanley Taylor is fouled by number 34, Lynn Henderson. Lynn Henderson with the foul. Lynn Henderson with the foul on Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor will go to the line and shoot 2, 52-24. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first half, and Richard Bland leads Van Granville 52-24. Stanley Taylor with the free throw. First free throw is up, and it's good. Good free throw by Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor hits a free throw for Richard Bland, 53-24. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in this first half. And Richard Bland leads 53-24 over Van Granville. 21 31-point lead for Richard Bland. 29-point lead for Richard Bland. 30-point lead for Richard Bland. 22 minutes and 20 seconds left in this contest. 54-24. Richard Bland leads by 30 over Van Granville. Take Taekwon Reed looking to penetrate over to Manley. Manley looking to drive. And we have an offensive foul on Manley as Stanley Taylor stands there and takes the charge. Richard Bland ball turnover by Van Granville. Ricky Hicks back into the game. Stanley Taylor shaking the effects of the charge off. Ricky Hicks with the penetration right now. Ricky Hicks with the dribble at the top of the court over to DeAndre Clark, right side of the court. Dribbling between his legs on being guarded by number 23. Dot by Javon Arrington. 3. Rebound Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor with a strong rebound. We got a travel by Stanley Taylor. He's moving his feet, shuffling back, and he moves his feet. Jalen Jones called Stanley Taylor to move his feet. Chris Purnell for 3, real quick 3, and it's good by Chris Purnell. Left corner for Van Granville, 57-27, 27-point lead for Richard Bland. Harrison Mitchell has checked back in, balls down low. Stanley Taylor working on back down to Javon Arrington. Arrington looking to down low to Harrison Mitchell, but he drives with the right hand layup, and it's good. Javon Arrington, 15 points in the first half by Javon Arrington. 11 points by Ricky Hicks. Javon Arrington, 15 points here in the first half. As Jaquan Wooten takes the bench early in foul trouble. Manley thought about taking a deep 3, losing control of the ball. Picked up by Ricky Hicks. Ricky Hicks with the penetration in the layup, and it's good. Ricky Hicks, 13 points in the first half for Ricky Hicks. 56 seconds here in this first half. Richard Bland leads by 31, 58-27. Richard Bland came to play with high, fast-paced offense tonight. Taekwon Reed with the ball. Is looking to penetrate to the basket. Being fouled by Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor. Coach Moore didn't like the call. Is upset. But nonetheless, Stanley Taylor is called for the foul. And Taekwon Reed will go to the line yet again for the Van Granville Vanguard as Van Granville trail Richard Bland by 31. Taekwon Reed sets up for the free throw. First free throw is up, and it is good. 58-28, 30-point lead by Richard Bland. 40 seconds left in here, and 40 seconds left in this half. Taekwon Reed, so another free throw shot for Van Granville. Free throw is up, and it's good. Second free throw is good. 29-point lead, Richard Bland. 39 seconds left in this contest. 58-29, 20-point lead. Javon Arrington with the ball. Penetrates to the basket. It is fouled by Beck. That is Mitch Beck, number 32. And that will be his first foul. Beck's first foul, and Javon Arrington will go to the line. The shot clock is now off. 29 seconds left in this first half, and Richard Bland leads by 29. Free throw is up by Javon Arrington, and it rattles in, and it is good. Another free throw converted by Richard Bland, and Coach Moore makes a couple of substitutions. Miles Markley and Robert Smith come to the game. Stanley Taylor and DeAndre Clark here. Coach Moore wants a timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout. As he takes the timeout, we take a timeout as well. Richard Bland leads by 30. 29 seconds left in the first half. 59-29. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Put in machine screws, stainless steel nuts and bolts, washers, filters, and hoses. Bob McKay's superior knowledge and helpful staff have what you want when you need it the most. McKay's Hardware, 416 South 15th Avenue, 458-3241.
Hello, my name is Andy Clark, and I'm an agent with Ligon Jones Insurance Services in downtown Hopewell. I'm here to tell you that at Ligon Jones Insurance, we're dedicated to serving you. You've heard all the gimmicks and sales pitches from 800 number and online companies, and we can offer all the same options, such as accident forgiveness, disappearing deductibles, 24-hour claim service, home and auto discounts, and much, much more. What we offer that they can't is local knowledge and experience, a broader selection of companies and coverages, and personal service. When you call, email, or stop by Ligon Jones Insurance, you will speak to Lucky.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Richard Bland Statesman Hall as the Richard Bland Statesman lead the Van Granville Vanguards by 31. 27 seconds left in the first half at this Region 10 quarterfinals game. Taekwon Reed with a penetration and step. Taekwon Reed with the basket. Robert Smith takes the ball out. 16 seconds left in this first half. Richard Bland leads by 29, 60-31. Looking to play for the last second shot here. And it's got 8 seconds on the clock. Miles Marklin with the ball. Over to Javon Arrington. Arrington down low to Robert Smith. Robert Smith put it up, and it's good. Robert Smith with the basket. Richard Bland 62, Van Granville Vanguards 31. Richard Bland leads. He going into halftime by 31 of this quarterfinal game of the Region 10 tournament by the NJCAA. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break, come back with halftime stats and some more information for you about the Richard Bland Statesman in the NJCAA Region 10 tournament that's been going on here at Richard Bland's Statesman Hall all weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Fox Sports Radio 1340 and Richard Bland Basketball. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
Agency, you're not just another number to us. We're small enough to know you and large enough to meet your insurance needs. As an independent insurance agency, we have many available options to get you the best rate through the Hartford, Grange Insurance, Northern Neck, Progressive Insurance, or Dairyland Motorcycle. We offer great auto rates for all drivers and excellent homeowners coverage. You can also receive discounts when you combine your auto and home policies with us. Call or visit to compare. Let us do the shopping for you. Owen Insurance, 507 North 4th Avenue, Hopewell, 458-9400. That's 458-9400.
Heretic Feed and Seed has been Hopewell's lawn and garden expert for over 70 years. They say, if it grows, we have it. We also sell and service Cub Cadet, Steel, Echo, Exmark power equipment. Heretic Feed and Seed is the place to go. They are the service center for the largest equipment dealers in the area. That's Heretic Feed and Seed for all your lawn and garden needs. Located at 417 South 15th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia, for all your lawn and garden needs.
This is Jeff Butler, pastor of Hopewell's Woodlawn Presbyterian Church, and I invite you to come visit us sometime. We're a church that not only worships together each Sunday morning at 11, but on Tuesday nights serve our members and those from the community by bowling together at the 15th Street Bowling Alley from 6:30 to 8:30. The first Saturday of each month, we offer a free breakfast starting at 8:30, and each Sunday, rotating between afternoons and evenings, we offer a youth program for middle schoolers and high schoolers. We also have a preschool for ages 3 and 4. We support missionaries in Haiti and Russia, regularly support the Super Kids ministry throughout the Tri-Cities, and the Big Brother and Big Sisters program here in Hopewell. We think that the most important thing that we can do in our life is to give back to the Lord for how graciously and generously He has loved us in Christ. As we love God with all of ourselves and our neighbor as ourselves, we see lives changing for Christ, youngsters becoming mentored, the community being strengthened, and the Tri-Cities becoming more hopeful, joyful, and peaceful in the midst of the chaos of the world. I invite you to come check us out, Woodlawn Presbyterian Church, 1201 Blackstone Avenue, right here in Hopewell.
Shoes need repairing? Don't know where to take them? Cavalli's Leather Shop and Shoe Repair, 3514 Oaklawn Boulevard in Hopewell is the place to go. Cavalli's features a complete line of motorcycle apparel, including vests, jackets, chaps, road packets, tool pouches, and gloves. Need a patch sewn on your biker's vest? Cavalli's is the place. They also carry Western boots and hats. That's Cavalli Shoe Repair and Leather Shop, 3514 Oaklawn Boulevard in Hopewell. Phone 458-2016. Open 9 to 6 weekdays, 9 to 5 Saturday. For all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting, call Ingram & Associates Real Estate at 804-458-9873. This announcement brought to you by Delegate Riley Ingram, representing the 62nd District in Virginia's House of Delegates, consisting of Hopewell, Prince George, Chesterfield, and Henrico County. You may call Delegate Ingram on his direct phone at 804-452-2202. The number again for Ingram Associates, 458-9873.
It sure was great watching the U.S. archery team do so well in the Olympics.
It sure got me excited for archery season starting October the 1st.
Come by Dance's Sporting Goods and check out our huge selection of bows by Matthews and Elite.
And any accessories that you might need. Or just bring your bow in and have one of our archery techs tune it up and get you ready for your season.
Come on, get you some.
Dance's Sporting Goods at South Park Boulevard in Colonial Heights. Like us on Facebook or check us out online. sportinggoods.com.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Richard Bland basketball as the Richard Bland Statesman lead the Van Granville Vanguard 62-31 in the first half of the Region 10 quarterfinals. Richard Bland leads once again 62-31 over the Van Granville Vanguard. Right now we have Mr. Fred Wynn, who's going to give you the halftime stats for the Richard Bland Statesman and the Van Granville Vanguard team.
How you doing, everybody? As said, I am Fred Wynn, assisted by Glenn Thomas. Go ahead and get you some halftime stats here for Vance Granville. The leading scorer is going to be Naquan Cousins with 12 points. He's assisted by Taquan Reed, who also has 12 points. The Vance Granville Vanguards are shooting at 28.6% for three-point shooting, as well as 42.3% for the field, and 58.3% from free throws. So they're doing all right at the free throw line tonight. As well as the Richard Bland Statesman, Javon Harrington is leading scorer at 17 points, and he's followed by Ricky Hicks with 13 points. DeAndre Clark, 9 points off of coming back into the game. He also has, he seems to be at 4 minutes at 9 points. Now, at shooting, the Statesmen are shooting at only 23.1% from the three-point field, but 100% at the free throw line, hitting 13 for 13 to all of their free throws. Total field goal percentage at 53.5% from the field. The Statesmen are leading right now, 62-31 at the half. They seem to be doing everything. Everything seems to be controlling the pace for them. They seem to be doing everything, getting the ball down low, moving the ball around the perimeter, and getting the open shot and the good looks as they move the ball around.
Yeah, they have a team basketball right now for Richard Bland Statesman, even though, as we mentioned, that Javon Harrington had to step up as well as Ricky Hicks had to step up in the first half. You got a lot of minutes out of Harrison Mitchell, which he got 11 minutes in the first half because of Jaquan Wooten's foul trouble early. Jaquan Wooten has picked up 3 fouls, only has 2 points. The last time we was out broadcasting on Fox Sports Radio 1340, Jaquan Wooten had 40-some points, 30 points in the first half. Tonight he only has 2. But the rest of the guys had to step up. And they stepped up. Javon Harrington stepped his game up. DeAndre Clark stepped his game up. Ricky Hicks stepped his game up. They took the load. You got Robert Smith and Stanley Taylor scoring off the bench, who comes with 6 points as well. So they shielding and they helping out because they lost their leading scorer, Jaquan Wooten, who had to go to the bench earlier. But also they're hitting on the free throw line, which is a big key for them. They 13 from 13 for the free throw line, which is great for them. And they continue to free throw shoot like that throughout this tournament. They may actually get into the next round. To get to the next bid like they want to, which is the semifinals and even the finals, which hopefully they get to be able to take on the Lewisburg team, the Lewisburg Hurricanes once again. You know, Richard Bland had the lead majority of had the lead majority of this contest. Van Granville only had the lead one time, and that's with the first basket of the game. But it's been Richard Bland all since then. Since then, Richard Bland went on as many as a 24-0 run. 16 points off of fast breaks. Richard Bland also has 34 points off of turnovers. They're causing turnovers, and they also scoring buckets as well. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to ask Mr. Wynn what does he see that Richard Bland has to do to continue this lead in the second half, and what Van Granville has to do in order to come back. And we're also going to run down the scores earlier for the Region 10 tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Richard Bland basketball here on Fox Sports Radio 1340.
Cabinets located at 23024 Air Park Drive, Petersburg, Virginia. Heritage Custom Cabinets designs and builds the cabinets you desire at a price you can afford. They have a custom selection showroom to explore the way you want your cabinets made. When designing cabinets, Mimi will walk you through every detail, from the colors to the countertops to the perfect stone backsplash. She loves to design and build quality cabinets just for you. Heritage Custom Cabinets is located at 23024 Air Park Drive, Petersburg, Virginia. The main number is 861-5251. That number again is 861-5251. Call Heritage Custom Cabinets today to get started with your fantastic kitchen.
This is Jerry Williams, Hopewell High School class of 1964 and president of the John Randolph Foundation. John Randolph Foundation partners with local communities and organizations in Hopewell, Prince George, and the surrounding areas to support good health and bright futures. Through our grants and scholarships, we fund programs that make your neighbors' lives better. Visit us on Facebook to learn more. John Randolph Foundation, healthy communities, bright futures.
We play physical.
You're listening to Hopewell High School Sports on Fox Sports Radio 1340 AM. Hopewell High School Sports.
I love it here.
Stroh-Snyder Chevrolet has an extensive inventory of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. If you're looking for quality new or used trucks, Stroh-Snyder features the rugged Tahoe as well as the popular Silverado 1500. Stroh-Snyder offers a fantastic selection of vehicles under $15,000. Stop by Stroh-Snyder Chevrolet today, 5200 Oaklawn Boulevard near Fort Lee. Stroh-Snyder has been in business since 1966.
Where do you turn when you need help with hardware? Well, I know where I go, and that's McKay's True Value Hardware in Hopewell. McKay's has the most extensive inventory in the hardware business since 1955. If it's heating, cooling, plumbing, painting, or electrical, McKay's has it at a very competitive price, including difficult-to-find items such as wood and machine screws, stainless steel nuts and bolts, washers, filters, and hoses. Bob McKay's superior knowledge and helpful staff have what you want when you need it the most. McKay's Hardware, 416 South 15th Avenue, 458-3241.
Hello, my name is Andy Clark, and I'm an agent with Ligon Jones Insurance Services in downtown Hopewell. I'm here to tell you that at Ligon Jones Insurance, we're dedicated to serving you. You've heard all the gimmicks and sales pitches from 800 number and online companies, and we can offer all the same options such as accident forgiveness, disappearing deductibles, 24-hour claim service, home and auto discounts, and much, much more. What we offer that they can't is local knowledge and experience, a broader selection of companies and coverages, and personal service. When you call, email, or stop by Ligon Jones Insurance, you will speak to Lucky, Sherry, or myself, and you will not have to press 1 for English or wait for the next available representative. We don't just sell insurance. We back it up with great customer service. At Ligon Jones Insurance Services, we have over 60 years experience. We all live in the Tri-Cities area, and we support many different local charities. From hot dog carts to hotels, we can cover it all. So if you want better pricing, better coverage, and better service, all from a company that gives back to the community, call Ligon Jones Insurance at 458-8522 or go to www.ligonjones.com.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here to Statesman Hall as the Richard Bland Statesman lead 62-31 over the Vance Granville Vanguards. But that hasn't been the only tournament here, the Region 10 tournament. We had the first and second round, first and the quarterfinal rounds here, which has been hosted by Richard Bland all weekend, the March 4th to the March 5th. Richard Bland here at Statesman Hall. And been a lot of games here being played. And Mr. Wynn is going to catch us up to where we at right now as far as the tournament in the brackets.
We have the 12 p.m. game here at Richard Bland Statesman Hall, and that was Lewisburg versus number 1 Lewisburg versus number 8 Pitt, and they were defeated 84-72 here earlier at Statesman Hall. And they will advance to play Bryan and Stratton in Sand Hills, North Carolina, March 10th at 4 p.m. Also, the Guilford Technical College has played, and that was Patrick Henry, where they had fell to Patrick Henry, and they at 95-73, and they will advance to play. That was actually Wake Tech. I apologize, Wake Tech, and they had at 95-73. Wake Technical here at Statesman Hall. That was the 2 p.m. game following the Vance Granville and the Statesman, and the Patrick Henry will advance to play at Sand Hills, North Carolina, also March 10th, 6 p.m.
Yeah, they play the winner of this game. The Patrick Henry Patriots will play the winner of this game. and they're looking to play either Van Granville, looking to make a way come back to play Patrick Henry in the next round, which would be the semifinal round. But we have a long way to come back. They're down by 31 points over. Richard Bland has a 31-point lead over Van Granville. It has to be a lot to come back from. One of the keys here in the second half for them to come back, they have to cause turnovers. They have to be able to get turnovers in the second half in order for them to get back in this game. Can't allow Richard Bland to run time off the clock because right now, time in Richard Bland is Van Granville's enemy. Richard Bland can slowly run their sets, whatever sets they want to do in this time. And understand, Richard Bland has to realize they have time. 31-point lead. The wheels have to really fall off the bus in order for things to go wrong. Richard Bland want to continue to play their type of basketball, play their game. Look to get the ball down low to their bigs, Harrison Mitchell, Jaquan Wooten. Looking for Jaquan Wooten to increase his scoring here in the second half. Looking for Javon Arrington to continue to penetrate and hit the boards, as well as look for DeAndre Clark to continue to shoot threes. And not only that, let's see if Ricky Hicks can continue his good shooting tonight. Ricky Hicks is in double digits already. Let's see if Ricky Hicks can continue to make good passes and have good shot selection for Richard Bland and see if they can extend this lead and get to the hundreds of century mark like they did last time. Last win over Van Granville, 101-71. Let's see if Richard Bland can do that. We're getting ready to start the second half, but we'll take a quick commercial break. I'd like to thank Fred Wynn for the halftime stats, which is brought to you by Schneider Chevrolet. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we have the second half here from Statesman Hall as the Richard Bland Statesman lead the Van Granville Vanguard 62-31 here in the Region 10 quarterfinals.
Insurance agency, you're not just another number to us. We're small enough to know you and large enough to meet your insurance needs. As an independent insurance agency, we have many available options to get you the best rate through the Hartford, Grange Insurance, Northern Neck, Progressive Insurance, or Dairyland Motorcycle. We offer great auto rates for all drivers and excellent homeowners coverage. You can also receive discounts when you combine your auto and home policies with us. Call or visit to compare. Let us do the shopping for you. Owen Insurance, 507 North 4th Avenue, Hopewell, 458-9400. That's 458-9400.
Richard Bland starts with the ball here in the second half. Takes the ball into, penetrates down low, and Tim Beaton Jr. throws it away. It will be a turnover, and the ball belongs to Van Granville Vanguards as they try to conserve some time up the clock. Rolling the ball up the clock up the court earlier, being tested by Taquan Reed, who already has 3 fouls in this contest, being guarded by Javon Arrington. Back over to Mitch Beck, who starts here, to Naquan Cousins, who looking to penetrate. No good. Rebound, Javon Arrington. Javon Arrington pushes the ball up the court over to Tim Bean Jr. Back over to DeAndre Clark, who thought about taking a three. But Javon Arrington to Clark for three, left side corner, and it's no good. Mitch Beck with the rebound and knocked the ball out of bounds. And the ball belongs to Richard Bland. 19-10 here in the second half. Richard Bland still leads by 31, 62-31. We'll be taking the ball out. Will be Tim Bean Jr. As we're waiting for DeAndre Clark to finish tying his shoe. But Tim Bean Jr. has the ball. It will take it out underneath the right basket on your radio dial. Richard Bland is working down low to Harrison Mitchell, and it's no good. DeAndre Clark with the rebound. Javon Arrington thought about taking the three. He penetrates in with the layup. The a la George Gerving with the finger roll. Javon Arrington starts the second half like he left off the first half with scoring. Richard Bland, 64. Van Granville Vanguards, 31. Javon Arrington, foul on Javon Arrington, and that was number 4. Naquan Cousins will go to the line and shoot 2, and that will be Javon Arrington's first foul. But look like Stanley Taylor will come into the game as well. Naquan Cousins at the line. Free throws up, and it's no good. No good. Naquan Cousins misses the free throw. Harrison Mitchell is out the game. And Stanley Taylor will come in for Harrison Mitchell. 18:49 left in this contest, and Richard Bland has a commanding 33-point lead. Naquan Cousins for the second free throw. It is up. It is no good. Rebound, Tim Bean Jr. Tim Bean Jr. over to Javon Arrington. Fast break. Transition. Javon Arrington lays the ball in, get up the glass. Javon Arrington, 21 points. Taquan Reed with the ball. Lynn Henderson for 3. No good by Lynn Henderson. DeAndre Clark skies high with the rebound. Pushes the ball up the court over to Javon Arrington. Arrington look for another layup, and it's no good. Rebound, Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor with the rebound, no good there. Naquan Cousins with the rebound, and he pushes back up to Taekwon Reed. Reed and Stanley Taylor with the block says, get that out of here, young fella. And you're going to do a reverse layup, not in my house, a la Dikembe Mutombo. Ball is out on Stanley Taylor. And Van Granville take the ball out. Lynn Henderson with the ball, pinned in the corner by Tim Bing Jr. Blocked by Jaquan Wooten. As Jaquan Wooten says again, not in my house. You better come with something different because I got long arms and I'm here to swat them balls away. Richard Bland with the... We have a violation on Stanley Taylor. Takes a step on the inbound. Supposed to have been steal. Stanley Taylor turning the ball over. Mitch Beck comes back in the game for Lynn Henderson. Van Granville's ball on the inbound pass. Stanley Taylor could not take a step here. Stanley Taylor moved. He's not the ones that he can run the baseline. Stanley Taylor moved, and that's a violation. Turnover. Chris Purnell for three, no good. Rebound. Javon Arrington. Javon Arrington pushes the ball back up the court. DeAndre Clark, quick three, no good. Rebound, Naquan Cousins. Ball knocked away by DeAndre Clark. Tim Bing Jr. slows everything down, penetrates to the basket, and lays it back in. Tim Bing Jr. with the right layup. 5 points for Tim Bing Jr. Richard Bland leads 68-37. 37-point lead for Richard Bland. Naquan Cousins for two, no good. Rattle ends it out. Javon Arrington with another rebound, pushing the ball up the court, back to Tim Bing Jr. over the two. Javon Arrington with the layup. Javon Arrington, 23 points for Javon Arrington. Good pass by Tim Bing Jr. And we have a timeout by Van Granville Vanguards, 70-31. Richard Bland, full timeout. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Richard Bland jumped out to a big, continue to increase their lead here in the second half. Timeout. We'll be right back after this break.
Expert for over 70 years. They say, if it grows, we have it. We also sell and service Cub Cadet, Steel, Echo, Exmark power equipment. Hairtech Feed and Seed is the place to go. They are the service center for the largest equipment dealers in the area. That's Hairtech Feed and Seed for all your lawn and garden needs. Located at 417 South 15th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia, for all your lawn and garden needs.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Statesman Hall as the Richard Bland Statesman lead the Van Granville Vanguard 70-31, 17-18 left in this contest, and Richard Bland has a commanding 39-point lead in this contest. Van Granville trying to do everything they can to get back into this contest, but it has not been so lucky. They have lost the ball, turned over. Richard Bland's height and athleticism has been a big difference in this contest so far. Javon Arrington, 23 points in this contest, along with Ricky Hicks Jr. Van Granville trying to get the ball in quick. Richard Bland was not ready after the timeout. Ball over to Chris Purnell. Taekwon Reed looking to penetrate to the basket, but he loses the ball down to Manley. Manley looking to get the ball up. The length of Richard Bland has stopped it over to Taekwon Reed, left corner, being guarded by Javon Arrington. Taekwon Reed looking to penetrate. We have a foul there on DeAndre Clark. Looking, number one is on Javon Arrington, trying to grab the ball with a hand check, and Javon Arrington, that will be his second foul, or team second foul. Javon Arrington's second foul as well, the team second foul. Taekwon Reed with the ball, and he is fouled. Foul on the floor. Number 5, Stanley Taylor, swatting the ball down. 2 shots. It'll be 2 shots. 2 shots. The fans are letting the referee know that is a bad call, but nonetheless, Taekwon Reed will go to the line, shooting 2, 70-31, 16:53 left in this contest, and Richard Bland has a commanding 39-point lead. The fans are trying to make it in the student body and athletes. Taekwon Reed shot, it is good, rattles in, 70-32, 28-point lead for the Richard Bland Statesman. Taekwon Reed, that is his 13th point for the Van Granville Vanguard. As guys down low jock for position, box out there, and no need. He hits both free throws. Tim Bing Jr. brings the ball back up the court for Richard Bland. Go over to Stanley Taylor, back to DeAndre Clark. Tim Bing Jr. right side, pinned there, being guarded by Manley. Javon Arrington at the top of the key, kicks the ball over to the left side. We got a 3 seconds call on number 5, Stanley Taylor. And Coach Moore wants a timeout, and he is not happy about this situation that is going on after he had a timeout earlier to get everything situated. It looked like the team has gotten lackadaisical on them. But we're going to take a quick commercial break as well as Coach Moore and the Richard Bland Statesman settle this.
Cavalli's Leather Shop and Shoe Repair, 3514 Oaklawn Boulevard in Hopewell, is the place to go. Cavalli's features a complete line of motorcycle apparel, including vests, jackets, chaps, road packets, tool pouches, and gloves. Need a patch sewn on your biker's vest? Cavalli's is the place. They also carry Western boots and hats. That's Cavalli Shoe Repair and Leather Shop, 3514 Oaklawn Boulevard in Hopewell. Phone 458-2016. Open 9 to 6 weekdays, 9 to 5 Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Fox Sports Radio 1340 and Fox Sports Radio 1340 AM.com. Score 70-34. Richard Bland with a 37-point lead over the Van Granville Vanguards here in the Region 10 quarterfinals. Richard Bland looking to advance to the semifinals that they will take on the Patrick Henry Patriots next Saturday from Sandy Hills, North Carolina. Sandy Hill Community College in North Carolina next weekend. But nonetheless, back to this contest. I got to get here. 16 minutes left in this contest. Manley with the ball at Van Granville penetrates Javon Arrington and Jaquan Wooten with the block. Jaquan Wooten with the block kicks the ball over to Tim Bing Jr., who pushes the ball up the court. Tim Bing Jr. looking to get the ball to DeAndre Clark, who thought about pulling a three from the left side corner. Down low to Stanley Taylor, and the ball is overthrown. And Tim Bing Jr. will take a seat on the bench, and Ricky Hicks will come into the game. Ricky Hicks will come into the game. 16:04 left in this contest, and Ricky Hicks is in for Tim Bing Jr., who just threw the ball away. Hey, nonetheless, I know we haven't done it tonight. Coach Moore pretty much kept his coat on for the majority of the night tonight, and it's still on. We have Daquan Cousins, who put his shoulder and tried to play like he was playing basketball. I thought he was playing football there for a minute, leaned in, and his offensive foul. That was his first personal foul. Ricky Hicks Jr. with the ball, kicks over to Javon Arrington, looking to get down low to Jaquan Wooten, but DeAndre Clark with the ball found him underneath the basket. DeAndre Clark with the quick layup, and that's DeAndre Clark's 11th point of the night. 3 players have scored in double digits for Richard Bland. DeAndre Clark, Ricky Hicks, as well as Javon Arrington. Javon Arrington pushing the ball up the court right now with 23 points over to Ricky Hicks down low, looking for Jaquan Wooten. Jaquan Wooten with the ball too. Back out to DeAndre Clark. 17 seconds left on the shot clock, and DeAndre Clark is fouled by Tyquan Reed, and that is Tyquan Reed's 4th foul. Tyquan Reed, that's his 4th personal foul. He is the leading scorer for Van Granville Vanguard. That's his 4th personal foul. 33-72, Richard Bland. 15:20 left in this contest. The ball is being taken out by Javon Arrington. Back over to DeAndre Clark. Quick three by DeAndre Clark. No good. Sky-high rebound by Stanley Taylor. But DeAndre Clark comes up with his own rebound with the foot on the line. Foot on the line. And DeAndre Clark asking to come out. Miles Markland comes back in for DeAndre Clark. $15 13 left in this contest. 72-33, Richard Bland in its 3-2 zone. Switching off. Miles Markland on Tyquan Reed. Reed for deep 3. And it's no good. Rebound, Miles Markland. Miles Markland pushed the ball up back with Ricky Hicks. Ricky Hicks looking to get the ball down low. Dion Jordan. And we have a travel. 3 seconds on Stanley Taylor. 3 seconds, Stanley Taylor in the middle, too long. You just can't pitch a tent there, young fella. You got to move. Got to stick and move. Nonetheless, Manley with the ball for Van Granville as he brings the ball up the court over to Ken Finley. Finley over to Chris Purnell. Purnell down low to Naquan Cousins. Cousins looking to take the ball, but is stripped by Ricky Hicks. And Ricky Hicks is still the left side of the court, penetrating up the basket, slows everything up. Kicks the ball all the way over to Javon Arrington. Back over to Dion Joyner for 3 by Dion Joyner. It is good. Dion Joyner with 3. He said, I will try again until I hit one. That was his 3rd opportunity at the 3-pointer. And Dion Joyner finally knocks one down. 75-33. Richard Bland leads by 42. 14:09 left in this contest. Richard Bland with the ball. Van Granville with the ball. And it's a foul on number. Let's see who they call this on. Number 1, Javon Arrington, with a hit to the face. Javon Arrington's 3rd foul. and Robert Smith will come in for Javon Arrington. 23 points for Javon Arrington tonight. Richard Bland leads once again by 42. 14:04 left in this contest. Richard Bland over Van Granville, a commanding large lead. Ball in for Van Granville over the Nyquist Cousins. No good. Rebound. Chris Purnell puts Grinnell over back to Keith Finley. Finley at the right side looking to penetrate, dribbling between his legs. Overall being guarded by Ricky Hicks. Stanley Taylor with his long lift. Guarding Manley. Manley looking to penetrate. Manley thought he walked, but no call. Jaquan Reed to the basket. And we have an offensive foul on Taquan Reed. That's his 5th foul. And he's on his 5th foul. And he's gone. The foul is on. The foul is on number 3. It's not on Taquan Reed. The foul is on number 3. And that will be his 2nd foul. Taquan Reed still has 4 fouls. And he didn't even have the and the foul was away from the ball, which if it's a charging foul, then number 5 had the ball. Number 5 had the ball, not number 3. Number 5 had the ball. Taquan Reed. Reed would take a seat, trying to get over that one. At number 23, Jalen Jones would come into the game. Number 3 was away from the ball, but the charging foul was on Taquan Reed, and he is done for the evening. That will be his last contest for this season. He fouls out with 14 points. Ricky Hicks bringing the ball up, 13-38. He left here in this game, and Richard Bland leads 75-33 over the Van Granville Vanguards. Down to Robert Smith. Down low to Harrison Mitchell. Harrison Mitchell looked for the putback, and his ball will belong to Van Granville Vanguards. Harrison Mitchell could not get the lob by Miles Markland. 13-27 here in this contest. Richard Bland, 75-33. Keith Finley brings the ball up for Van Granville over to Chris Purnell, left side of the corner. Deep 3, no good. Dion Joyner with the rebound. Ricky Hicks pushing the ball up the court. Down low to Harrison Mitchell. Mitchell could not grab the pass from Ricky Hicks. Keith Finley with 3. No good. Rebound, Robert Smith. Robert Smith pushing the ball up the court and slows the ball there. Ricky Hicks looking to do what he needs to do. Ricky Hicks down low and is stripped away by Chris Purnell. Number 4, Nyquan Cousins with the ball in the layup. 75-35, 40-point lead for Richard Bland. 12:40 left in this contest, and Coach Moore still shouting instructions to go run the offense that I need you to run. Get it done. Get it done. Miles Marklet over to Robert Smith looking down low. Down low to Harrison Mitchell. Harrison Mitchell down low with the body, and it's still no good. Harrison Mitchell cannot buy a layup tonight. Robert Smith with the layup, no good. Ball comes back out to Keith Finley. Keith Finley looking to push the ball to the basket. Step back out by the free throw line. Kick the ball out to Manley. Manley down low to Nyquan Cousins. Cousins with the spin move in the left layup. No good. The ball off the rim. Nyquan Cousins rebound. Miles Markland. Miles Markland kicks Robert Smith down the corner, down low to Harrison Mitchell with the baby left hook. Harrison Mitchell finally scores. Coach Moore wants a timeout. And it's a full timeout. We're going to take a full timeout and a break as well. Richard Bland, 77. Vanguards, 35.
Selling or renting, call Ingram & Associates Real Estate at 804-458-9873. This announcement brought to you by Delegate Riley Ingram, representing the 62nd District in Virginia's House of Delegates, consisting of Hopewell, Prince George, Chesterfield, and Henrico County. You may call Delegate Ingram on his direct phone at 804-452-2202. The number again for Ingram Associates, 458-9873.
It sure was great watching the U.S. archery team do so well in the Olympics.
It sure got me excited for archery season starting October the 1st.
Come by Dance's Sporting Goods and check out our huge selection of bows by Matthews and Elite.
And any accessories that you might need. Or just bring your bow in and have one of our archery techs tune it up and get you ready for your season.
Come on, get you some.
Dance's Sporting Goods at South Park Boulevard in Colonial Heights. Like us on Facebook or check us out online at dancesportinggoods.com.
Welcome back here to Richard Statesman Hall, the Region 10 quarterfinals. Richard Bland leads 77-35. Richard Bland with the ball. DeAndre Clark looking to penetrate, kicks the ball out to DeAndre Joyner. DeAndre Joyner penetrates to the basket, and he finger rolls and lays in. What a step by DeAndre Joyner, who blows past everyone. 79-35. Richard Bland over Van Granville Vanguard. Penetration to Manley. Manley loses control of the ball, and the ball will still remain to the Vanguards as being knocked out by Jaquan Wooten. Harrison Mitchell. Number 34, Lynn Henderson is into the game for Richard Bland. For the Vanguards. Vanguards take the ball out. Naquan Cousins, good penetration move. Naquan Cousins with the lob. In the dunk, 79-37. Van Granville playing a 2-3 zone right now. Playing a 2-3 zone on Richard Bland. Ball kicked out to DeAndre Clark, who thought about the three, to Ricky Hicks, top of the key, three, no good. Rebound, Harrison Mitchell and Robert Smith, both fighting for the rebound. Got to have communication there, and the ball goes over to Van Granville, and Naquan Cousins looking to get another dunk in. Down to Harrison Mitchell with the layup. Harrison Mitchell with the right-hand layup, and he scores 4 points for the big fella. Harrison Mitchell, 81-37. Richard Bland. Len Henderson, deep three. No good. Rebound, Harrison Mitchell. Kick it out to DeAndre Clark as they back to Robert Smith. Far other side of the court, down to the right side of the court there. DeAndre Clark for three. And DeAndre Clark for three. 84-37. 47-point lead for Richard Bland. 10 minutes left in this contest. Richard Bland with a commander lead. DeAndre Clark knocked the ball away, but it got a bound on DeAndre Clark. And it will still be Van Granville's ball as the substitutions come into the game. Antonio Adams makes his way into the game, as well as Mitch Beck comes into the game as well for the Van Granville. Number 25, Isaiah McCaffrey, will take the ball out for the Van Granville. Lynn Henderson takes a seat on the bench also. Looking to get the ball back in to Chris Purnell. Chris Purnell with the ball. Over to Antonio Adams, who could not catch it. Antonio Adams, a little butterfinger on his hands, just coming off, could not catch the ball, could not catch the pass from Chris Purnell. Nonetheless, there's a turnover by the Van Granville Vanguards, and Ricky Hicks has the ball. Over to DeAndre Clark, back over to Robert Smith. Robert Smith down to Ricky Hicks. Ricky Hicks looking to get a good shot, and DeAndre Clark for three again, and it's no good. Rebound, number 25, Isaiah McCaffrey for the Vanguard. Over to Keith Finley. Finley back over to Mitch Beck, and DeAndre Clark with the foul, reaching over the back, swatting away at Mitch Beck, and that would be the Richard Bland's 15th foul and DeAndre Clark's first foul. Substitution comes in, Javon Arrington, and we see Brandon Henry, who comes in the game, who's coming back off an injury. Haven't seen Brandon Henry in a couple of weeks. Look like Brandon, coach is giving him a little bit of time here. 9 minutes and 37 seconds left in this contest. A good defense by Richard Bland, but the ball goes back. Antonio Adams with the ball over to Keith Manley. Deep three by Chris Purnell, and it's no good for Antonio Adams with the rebound. Harrison Mitchell makes Adams block it out, and he's trapped in the corner. And we got his foot on the line here, and the ball will go to Richard Bland Statesman. And look like Adams is out the game, and number 2, Manley, comes back into the game. So right now for the Van Granville Vanguards, we have Manley, we have Keith Finley, along with Chris Purnell, Mitch Beck, along with number 25, Isaiah McCaffrey, Richard Bland, you have Ricky Hicks Jr., Jaquan Wooten, Javon Arrington, Brandon Henry, also with Harrison Mitchell, and Jaquan Wooten picks up his 4th point of the night. Jaquan Wooten playing with 3 fouls, 4 points and 3 fouls. Richard Bland commanded lead 86-37. 49-point lead right now over Van Granville Vanguard, and they're trapping the ball. Isaiah McCaffrey with the ball, looking for Chris Purnell. Chris Purnell with a deep three, no good. Isaiah McCaffrey checked the ball down, rebound, being penetrated. Couldn't get it, kicks the ball back out to Manley. Keith Finley with the ball now. Manley in the corner, trapped in the corner by Ricky Hicks. 18 seconds on the shot clock, renewed. Chris Purnell with the ball. Deep three from straightway for Purnell. Purnell hits the three, top of the key. 40-86. 46-point lead by Richard Bland. 8 minutes left in this contest. Richard Bland has a commanding lead. 46-point lead. Brandon Henry with the ball. Over to Javon Arrington. Javon Arrington got a foul on the floor, number 25. Isaiah McCaffrey with the foul. First personal foul on Isaiah McCaffrey. Jalen Jackson comes in, and Harrison Mitchell takes a seat on the bench. Brandon Henry pushed three, no good. Javon Arrington with the rebound in the putback, where he's fouls on number 2. Malik Manley with the foul on Javon Arrington, and that Malik Manley third foul. Javon Arrington will go to the line shooting 2 to extend to this Richard Bland lead, which is already by 46 points, 86-40. Richard Bland came out tonight on fire. Started the game off with a 13-2 run and have not looked back since. Javon Arrington, that's the first miss from the free throw line for Richard Bland tonight. They 13 for 14 from the free throw line. Daquan Cousin comes back into the game. Richard Bland and Javon Arrington looking to extend his lead. Free throws up, and it's no good. Javon Arrington missed both of free throws, but he gets his own rebound. Richard Bland 13 for 15 from the free throw line tonight. Ricky Hicks with the ball. Looking to get the ball down low to Jalen Jackson. Turn around. Jalen Jackson. Get a travel, get a walk. Too many steps. Too many steps, Jalen. Taking too many steps there, and Coach Moore is looking for somebody on the bench to put in for Mr. Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. You walked. And that is for real. Chris Purnell with the ball. Richard Bland to the man defense. Back to Chris Purnell at the top of the key. Brandon Henry go for the steal, and he misses. Manley gut, and the ball is blocked by Jalen Jackson. Looking for a bounce pass with Brandon Henry. And the ball will be out of bounds off of Van Granville, the Vanguards, and it will be Richard Bland's ball. Richard Bland ball. Javon Arrington takes the ball out. 7 minutes, 14 seconds left here in this ball game, and Richard Bland leads by 46, 86-40. Richard Bland looking to see if we got to reset the shot clock. A shot clock doesn't have to reset. It was a kick ball. And Javon Arrington takes the ball out here. Over to Jaquan Wooten. Jaquan Wooten is fouled on the floor by Isaiah McCaffrey. Number 25, Isaiah McCaffrey with the foul. Stanley Taylor comes into the game. Stanley Taylor's getting ready to come into the game, but Jaquan Wooten will shoot 2 free throws. Free throw is up, and it's no good. Richard Bland is on cold from the free throw line. 13 for 16 from the field for Richard Bland. Brandon Henry takes a seat on the bench. It looks like Stanley Taylor will come in for Jaquan Wooten. Let's see, the second free throw is up by Jaquan Wooten. See, he could be good there. Second free throw's up, and it's no good. Both free throws missed by Richard Bland. Kenneth Manley with the rebound, pushing up, dribble between his legs. Chris Purnell comes up with a loose ball, being double teamed. Ball knocked away again from Daquan Cousin. Back over to Keith Manley. Right side of the corner, Manley with the ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Being guarded by Ricky Hicks. Throws up a 3, and it's no good. Jalen Jackson with the rebound. Jalen Jackson the ball out to Ricky Hicks. Ricky Hicks behind the back. Oh, try to get it down low to Jaquan Wooten, and it's no good. Manley with the ball. Kicks back to Finley. Finley to Isaiah McCarthy with his block by Jaquan Wooten. Jaquan Wooten with the ball in the dunk. Jaquan Wooten the steal and the finish. 88-40. A 48-point lead by Richard Bland, who are commanding control of this contest. Jalen Jackson will have a foul on number 24, Jaquan Wooten with the foul. 21 with the foul. That's 4 fouls on Jaquan Wooten. Looks like he'll go to the bench. Stanley Taylor comes to the game. Tim Bingham Jr. as well as Robert Smith into this contest. Jaquan Wooten, Ricky Hicks, and Javon Arrington goes out of the game. And Coach Moore should be impressed with this contest and what his team has done so far. 88-42, 6 minutes and 10 seconds here for Richard Bland in this contest. Look like they can almost pack their bags and start the bus. They're on their way down to Sandy Hill Community College for next week's semifinals, as it looked like they would take on Patrick Henry Patriots. But as we mentioned, 46-point lead. Naquan Cousins for free throw, and is good. He completes the completes the one and one. The 3-point play. Tim Bing Jr. with the ball over to Jalen Jackson at the 3-point line, left wing over to Robert Smith. Robert Smith for deep 3, and it's no good, but Stanley Taylor with the rebound in the putback by Stanley Taylor, and it is good by Stanley Taylor. It's 8 points for Stanley Taylor tonight off the bench. Good job for Stanley. Chris Purnell for a deep 3. Stanley Taylor skies high with the rebound. Tim Bing Jr. pushed the ball to the corner on the right hand side, down low to Jalen Jackson. Jalen Jackson with the layup and the push. 2 points for Jalen Jackson. Very good team effort for Richard Bland. If not mistaken, everyone has scored tonight for the Richard Bland Statesman. Very good team effort by Richard Bland tonight. 92-43. Richard Bland leads. Blocking foul on Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor, foul on Stanley Taylor. That'd be Stanley Taylor's second foul. Naquan Cousins will go to the line and shoot 2. 5:16 left in this contest. Richard Bland, 92. Vance Granville Vanguards, 43. Their season will come to an end here in the next 5 minutes, barring a miracle. This was the number 10 seed in this contest, who knocked off the number 7 seed Guilford Tech upon yesterday to make it to the quarterfinals, and they gave everything they got in this contest, but the length and athleticism of Richard Bland was just a little too much. 92-43, Richard Bland. Naquan Cousins at the line here. Let's see if he can knock this free throw down, and it's good. Naquan Cousins with 21 points here in this contest for Van Granville. 55 minutes left in this contest. 92-44, Richard Bland with big lead. Looking down low to Tim Bing Jr. 5 minutes left in this contest. Down low to Jalen Jackson, who continues to get the ball over to Robert Smith. Robert Smith for jumper. 15-foot jumper, air ball. Rebound, Antonio Adams. Antonio Adams with the rebound. Keith Finley bringing the ball back up the court, and he slips on the floor. Lynn Henderson for deep 3. Rebound, Jalen Jackson out to Stanley Taylor. Stanley Taylor with the slam, with the dunk. Stanley Taylor with the dunk, and that's 10 points for Stanley Taylor. Naquan Cousins with a shot, rebound, Jalen Jackson. Tim Bing Jr., Richard Bland pushing the ball up to a 60-point lead for Richard Bland. Over Robert Smith, penetrates the basket. Robert Smith with the layup in the lane. 8 points for Robert Smith. Over the Naquan Cousins, back low. Naquan penetrate, and it's foul on Jalen Jackson. Jalen Jackson with the foul. Oh, number 11, Miles Markland. Miles Markland with the foul. First team foul. That's 8 foul. Will be 1-1. Everyone goes to the line. We'll go to the line, shooting 1. Naquan Cousins, first free throw is get ready to be up. And it's good. Naquan Cousins knocks the free throw down. 96-45. Richard Bland leads. 51-point lead for your Richard Bland Statesman. 51-point lead. 96-45. Richard Bland leads by 51. Second free throws up by Naquan Cousins, and it's no good. Richard Bland 96, Van Granville 45. Miles Marklin gets the ball across the court. Robert Smith goes in the bleachers, trying to save it, but it's saved over to the Van Granville team, and Chris Purnell with the ball. And Naquan Cousins try to get the lob in the dunk. Robert Smith for three. No good, but Deion Joyner with the ball in the tip back. Deion Joyner with the ball. That's 11 points for Deion Joyner. And Richard Bland fans are calling defense, wanting to get the century mark. 3:35 left in this contest. Naquan Cousins to the basket, and it's foul on number 4, Robert Smith. Robert Smith picks up his second foul. Second foul for Robert Smith. That's the team's 9th foul. And the team, one more foul, the team will be in the double bonus. Naquan is back to the line again. Free throw is up, and it is good. Free throw is made. Over to Deion Joyner. Tamir Smith. Tamir Smith with the basket. Off the bench with the Tamir Smith with the basket, and it's good. Lengthy on for Tamir Smith. Deep three by Chris Purnell. No good. Rebound, Jalen Jackson. Miles Marklin pushing the ball up the court. Over to Tamir Smith. Tamir Smith looking to jam it home, but it was a good pass by Miles Marklin. Miles Marklin looked like he was getting ready to take the Tamir Smith like he was getting ready to take it home, but he slips and could not get up. Ball comes back to Van Granville. Naquan Cousins for three. No good. Rebound. Robert Smith with the ball. Robert Smith behind his back. Penetrates and dribbles and lays it in. And it's good. Robert Smith with his 10th point of the afternoon. Richard Bland has 12 players in double digits, and he's fouled. And he will go to the line to finish a three-point play. 102-48. Richard Bland with a 54-point lead. 54-point lead for Richard Bland. 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in this contest. Richard Bland. Free throws up. Robert Smith. No good. Richard Bland has been cold from the free throw line here in the second half. Naquan Cousins, but it's foul on Deion Joyner. Deion Joyner will pick up his second foul. Young fella tonight scored 11 points, but a second foul, ill-advised foul. When you're up by 54 points, it's not telling you not to play defense. Play defense, but play it loosely. Keep the game rolling. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Don't want to get anybody to get hurt. Don't want you to get hurt. Don't want anybody to get into a physical altercation as well because of our fouls. But Naquan Cousins to the line again. He misses the first free throw. Naquan Cousins, 24 points tonight for the Van Granville Vanguards. Coach Moore put in sub in Brandon Henry. Will come into this game for Jalen Jackson, who got a lot of good minutes tonight. Brandon Henry, who comes into this contest. Brandon Henry, haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, has been injured, but he comes back into the contest tonight and contributed well for Richard Bland. Free throw by Naquan Cousins, good. 25 point, give him 25 points. 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in this contest. Robert Smith penetrates to the basket and he scores. 12 points for Robert Smith tonight, 104-49. Richard Bland, continue to keep the wheels on. Continue to keep the foot on the pedal here if you're Richard Bland. Don't slow down. Let some of your young guys who haven't played much this season play. But as we know here, Richard Bland has a lot of contributors. We get a traveling call. It'll be a turnover. Ball will belong to Richard Bland. Richard Bland's ball. Brandon Henry will take it out. Richard Bland is working left to right on your radio dial. Brandon Henry takes the ball out. Miles Marklin will be the point guard. We got a full court press here by Van Granville Vanguards looking to press. Tavius Smith also back here as well. But Miles Marklin with the ball being pressed. Breaks the press here. Brandon Henry takes the ball across the half-court line. Brandon Henry, deep three for Brandon Henry. No good, but Robert Smith looked like he was getting ready to drive it home with the clutch rebound, but no good. Chris Purnell for deep three. No good. Deion Joyner with the rebound. Try to throw behind the back. We got a kick ball by Keith Finley. Keith Finley kicks the ball. Deion goes out. Harrison Mitchell comes back into the game. Brandon Mitchell takes the ball out. 1:59 left here in this contest. Richard Bland leads by 54. 104-49. Richard Bland next contest will be the Patrick Henry Patriots coming up next weekend at Sand Hill Community College. Richard Bland has the ball. Miles Marklin looking to place and take some time off the clock. Here, gets the ball to Harrison Mitchell. Brandon Mitchell for a shot, no good. Tavius Smith with the sky high with the rebound and puts the ball back. Tavius Smith puts the ball at a good rebound. Jalen Jackson's going to get Brandon Jackson coming in to get Brandon Henry. Richard Bland, 128-6 left in this contest. Richard Bland commanding lead, 106-49, 57-point lead. Keith Finley for three, and it's good. Keith Finley hits the three, 52-106. Richard Bland leads full court press here. Brandon Henry takes the ball over to Tavis Smith. Coach Moore calls a timeout. Just a sub. Just to make the sub, Coach Moore calls a timeout just for the subs. We're going to stay right here. 1 minute and 6 seconds left in the game. Brandon Henry takes the seat on the bench. Richard Bland, right now for the Richard Bland Statesman, we have Jalen Jackson, Harrison Mitchell, Miles Marklin, Robert Smith, Tavis Smith as well are in the game for Richard Bland. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 1 minute left in this contest. 106-52, a 46-point lead for Richard Bland. Robert Smith penetrates again with another basket, another bucket for Robert Smith, which gives him a 14-point lead, 14 points tonight. Deep three by Lynn Henderson. No good. Harrison Mitchell for the ball. Miles Mitchell picks the ball up. Miles Marklin picks the ball up. 45 seconds left in this contest. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Richard Bland, 108. Van Granville, 52. A 56-point lead. Robert Smith to the basket, looking to put more points on the board. 30 seconds left in this contest. 1 second differential on the shot clock. 23 seconds left in the game. Richard Bland, 108-52. Referee's just going to let him play now here. 11 seconds left on the shot. 11 seconds left in the game. Shot clock is cut off. Richard Bland leads by 108-52. Second time in the last two games, Richard Bland has reached the 100-point mark against Van Granville. The last game was 101-71. Richard Bland wins by 30. This time, Harrison Mitchell with the ball, just dribbling it out, dribble out. And the game is over, 108-52. Richard Bland with a commanding 56-point lead, 56-point win over the Van Granville team. 108-58, Richard Bland win, and they will advance to the semifinal set as Patrick Henry, and they take on the Patrick Henry Patriots next week at Sandville Community College. Richard Bland 108 once again. Van Granville 52. When we come back, we will have the Schneider Chevrolet post game show as we will talk to Coach Moore about this commanding win and how his guys came out quick, fast, energetic, and looked like a different team for the last 2 or 3 weeks that we saw rejuvenized for this tournament and looking to make some noise here. But we have Coach Moore at the close game conference on the Schneider Chevrolet post game show here on Richard Bland, here on Fox Sports Radio 1340.
Custom cabinets located at 23024 Air Park Drive, Petersburg, Virginia. Heritage Custom Cabinets designs and builds the cabinets you desire at a price you can afford. They have a custom selection showroom to explore the way you want your cabinets made. When designing cabinets, Mimi will walk you through every detail, from the colors to the countertops to the perfect stone backsplash. She loves to design and build quality cabinets just for you. Heritage Custom Cabinets is located at 23024 Air Park Drive, Petersburg, Virginia. The main number is 861-5251. That number again is 861-5251. Call Heritage Custom Cabinets today to get started with your fantastic kitchen.
This is Jerry Williams, Hopewell High School class of 1964 and president of the John Randolph Foundation. John Randolph Foundation partners with local communities and organizations in Hopewell, Prince George, and the surrounding areas to support good health and bright futures. Through our grants and scholarships, we fund programs that make your neighbors' lives better. Visit us on Facebook to learn more. John Randolph Foundation, healthy communities, bright futures.
We play physical.
You're listening to Hopewell High School Sports on Fox Sports Radio 1340 AM. Hopewell High School Sports.
I love it here.
Stroh-Snyder Chevrolet has an extensive inventory of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. If you're looking for quality new or used trucks, Stroh-Snyder features the rugged Tahoe as well as the popular Silverado 1500. Stroh-Snyder offers a fantastic selection of vehicles under $15,000. Stop by Stroh-Snyder Chevrolet today, 5200 Oaklawn Boulevard near Fort Lee. Stroh-Snyder's been in business since 1966.
Where do you turn when you need help with hardware? Well, I know where I go, and that's McKay's True Value Hardware in Hopewell. McKay's has the most extensive inventory in the hardware business since 1955. If it's heating, cooling, plumbing, painting, or electrical, McKay's has it at a very competitive price, including difficult-to-find items such as wood and machine screws, stainless steel nuts and bolts, washers, filters, and hoses. Bob McKay's superior knowledge and helpful staff have what you want when you need it the most. McKay's Hardware, 416 South 15th Avenue, 458-3241.
Hello, my name is Andy Clark, and I'm an agent with Ligon Jones Insurance Services in downtown Hopewell. I'm here to tell you that at Ligon Jones Insurance, we're dedicated to serving you. You've heard all the gimmicks and sales pitches from 800 number and online companies, and we can offer all the same options such as accident forgiveness, disappearing deductibles, 24-hour claim service, home and auto discounts, and much, much more. What we offer that they can't is local knowledge and experience, a broader selection of companies and coverages, and personal service. When you call, email, or stop by Ligon Jones Insurance, you will speak to Lucky, Sherry, or myself, and you will not have to press 1 for English or wait for the next available representative. We don't just sell insurance. We back it up with great customer service. At Ligon Jones Insurance Services, we have over 60 years experience. We all live in the Tri-Cities area, and we support many different local charities. From hot dog carts to hotels, we can cover it all. So if you want better pricing, better coverage, and better service, all from a company that gives back to the community, call Ligon Jones Insurance at 458-8522 or go to www.ligonjones.com.
At Owen Insurance Agency, you're not just another number to us. We're small enough to know you and large enough to meet your insurance needs. As an independent insurance agency, we have many available options to get you the best rate through the Hartford, Grange Insurance, Northern Neck, Progressive Insurance, or Dairyland Motorcycle. We offer great auto rates for all drivers and excellent homeowners coverage. You can also receive discounts when you combine your auto and home policies with us. Call or visit to compare. Let us do the shopping for you. Owen Insurance, 507 North 4th Avenue, Hopewell. 458-9400. That's 458-9400.
Heretic Feed Seed has been Hopewell's lawn and garden expert for over 70 years. They say, if it grows, we have it. We also sell and service Cub Cadet, Steel, Echo, Exmark power equipment. Heretic Feed and Seed is the place to go. They are the service center for the largest equipment dealers in the area. That's Heretic Feed and Seed for all your lawn and garden needs. Located at 417 South 15th Avenue, Hopewell, Virginia, for all your lawn and garden needs.
This is Jeff Butler, pastor of Hopewell's Woodlawn Presbyterian Church, and I invite you to come visit us sometime. We're a church that not only worships together each Sunday morning at 11, but on Tuesday nights serve our members and those from the community by bowling together at the 15th Street Bowling Alley from 6:30 to 8:30. The first Saturday of each month, we offer a free breakfast starting at 8:30, and each Sunday, rotating between afternoons and evenings, we offer a youth program for middle schoolers and high schoolers. We also have a preschool for ages 3 and 4. We support missionaries in Haiti and Russia, regularly support the Super Kids ministry throughout the Tri-Cities, and the Big Brother and Big Sisters program here in Hopewell. We think that the most important thing that we can do in our life is to give back to the Lord for how graciously and generously He has loved us in Christ. As we love God with all of ourselves and our neighbor as ourselves, we see lives changing for Christ, youngsters becoming mentored, the community being strengthened, and the Tri-Cities becoming more hopeful, joyful, and peaceful in the midst of the chaos of the world. I invite you to come check us out, Woodlawn Presbyterian Church, 1201 Blackstone Avenue, right here in Hopewell.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Richard Bland Statesman Hall as your Richard Bland Statesman defeated the Van Granville Vanguards 108-52. I'm joined with Coach Moore here on the Schneider Chevrolet post-game show. Congratulations, Coach, on the big win here in the Region 10 quarterfinals.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a great effort. I think our guys came out with a lot of energy. They were focused. They were unselfish, and I think it just paid off.
It did pay off. 6 guys and six statesmen in double figures tonight, Coach. Great job there. 6 statesmen in double figures. Tim Bing Jr. coming off the bench with 10 assists for you guys as well. As you mentioned earlier, as you brought the statement, you did come out with a lot of energy tonight. Did the few extra days help you guys rejuvenate and regroup?
I think, yeah, but I think the biggest thing, they know it's do or die. They gotta win or go home, and they're trying to play better basketball so they can be prepared for the to win next Friday night, to be able to hopefully give us a chance to go to the national tournament. And that's what they're focused on, really. I mean, we still went hard this week trying to get prepared, and so do I think we're healthy? We're not quite healthy. I think we're, this time of year you're definitely tired, but I mean, at the end of the day, they knew what they were ready to get into today.
Speaking of health, you also have Brandon Henry come back, give you some good minutes here late. Also, Tavis Smith who come back as well. So it looked like you're getting back to the health the way you were at the beginning of the year with those 2 guys coming back who add a little bit more excitement and depth to the team.
It does. I mean, they do add some depth at the guard position, and we need that. So hopefully, we're easing them back in. Hopefully they'll be full strength by next weekend.
And it was good to see the guys step up even when Jaquan Wooten couldn't get into the flow of the game. Picked up 2 fouls early in the contest, had to go to the bench, and picked up the 3rd one here with like 5 minutes left in the first half. Wasn't able to get some of your big guys involved, so you went to a smaller lineup. Coach, give us a little bit of example why you went to the smaller lineup, and we know because of foul trouble.
No, it wasn't. I mean, we always will go with 4 guards at certain times of the game based on just because we got to be prepared for that at different times, and it just, I felt like we just needed a little bit of speed the game up some and harass them a little bit more. So that's the main reason.
Definitely with that. And also, in first half, 100% free throw shooting from the line, 13 for 13.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were 0 for 5 the second.
0 for 5 in the second half, but 72% there. But you got a big matchup next week in the semifinals, taking on Patrick Henry, who we saw win earlier today over the Wake Tech team. How do you prepare for next week's game? You got extra days to prepare for next Friday.
It's same as always. We figure out, we'll watch the game film, figure out what they do well, figure out what they don't do well, and they pretty much play the same way. They'll come out with some type of little surprise for us on Friday, but I think they're going to have to figure out how to stop us. I mean, I think our guys are going to be ready. They're out, and sophomores are going to be ready because that's who knocked them out last year. And so I think there's a little hunger to them too.
Definitely a little hunger to them, Coach. I've had a great season, great playoff win here, great basketball all weekend here at Statesman Hall. We'll be hosting the tournament again next year.
We're going to hope to, as long as we win the bid out of the conference.
Definitely a long way to bid out of the conference. Once again, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Richard Bland, 108. Van Granville Vanguard, 52 points. Richard Bland Statesman, a great team effort tonight with a big win, and they'll move on to the semifinals next week as they take on the Patrick Henry Patriots in the Region 10 Region 10 semifinals in Sand Hill Community College next weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll tell you thank you. Thank Coach Moore here for coaching a great year. 25-4 regular season, first playoff win. Got knocked out early last year. We're looking to go to the national championship this year.
We're trying to. So Friday's, if Lewisburg wins their game and then we win ours, then we're going to the national tournament. So there's a lot riding on Friday. So we'll be rooting for them and we'll be rooting for ourselves. So it's been a great year. I think our fans have been phenomenal. Had a great crowd. I think hopefully we can keep repeating that every year, and it's just great to continue to win. Let's survive and advance now.
Survive. That's right, Coach. Once again, I want to thank you, sir. Appreciate you, and good luck next weekend.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Richard Bland Basketball here on Fox Sports Radio 1340. Once again, as a Richard Bland Statesman get a big win here, 108-52 over the Van Granville Vanguards. Richard Bland gets the win and move on. Hopefully we're here to bring you the game next week as the Patrick Henry Patriots take on as the Richard Bland Statesman take on the Patrick Henry Patriots in the semifinals of the Region 10 conference game. We look maybe the broadcaster here on Fox Sports Radio 1340. Please continue to listen. We have it. Definitely try to get it for you here on Fox Sports Radio 1340 and Fox Sports Radio 1340am.com. Once again, I'm Glenn Thomas with Fred Wynn. Thanks for joining us here from Statesman Hall as the Richard Bland Statesman advance to the semifinals of the Region 10 tournament. Once again, thank you and good night.
Cavalli's Leather Shop and Shoe Repair, 3514 Oaklawn Boulevard in Hopewell, is the place to go. Cavalli's features a complete line of motorcycle apparel, including vests, jackets, chaps, road packets, tool pouches, and gloves. Need a patch sewn on your biker's vest? Cavelli's is the place. They also carry Western boots and hats. That's Cavelli Shoe Repair and Leather Shop, 3514 Oaklawn Boulevard in Hopewell. Phone 458-2016. Open 9 to 6 weekdays, 9 to 5 Saturday. For all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting, call Ingram & Associates Real Estate at 804-458-9873. This announcement brought to you by Delegate Riley Ingram, representing the 62nd District in Virginia's House of Delegates, consisting of Hopewell, Prince George, Chesterfield, and Henrico County. You may call Delegate Ingram on his direct phone at 804-452-2202. The number again for Ingram Associates, 458-9873.
It sure was great watching the U.S. archery team do so well in the Olympics.
It sure got me excited for archery season starting October the 1st.
Come by Dance's Sporting Goods and check out our huge selection of bows by Matthews and Elite.
And any accessories that you might need. Or just bring your bow in and have one of our archery techs tune it up and get you ready for your season.
Come on, get you some.
Dance's Sporting Goods at South Park Boulevard in Colonial Heights. Like us on Facebook or check us out online at dancesportinggoods.com.